Could have watched Vikings.
Hello everyone, welcome to the City Crit. I'm your Dungeon Master Horna, and joining me is my usual rigmarole of players. Let's start off with the people who were here earliest, and then we'll work our way down to the latecomers of the troop.
Hi, I'm Mary. I play Astra, the ASMR cleric.
Hello, I am Ryan. I play Cyrus Revanmar, the ASMR barbarian.
I think I was next.
We're so fucking
Honestly, I can't
smug,
remember.
even though they're the latest every fucking week.
I was about to say this is the first and only time they will be the first two people.
The only time the DM has called us out on it, and it's fine.
I'll go next. Hi, I'm Anthony. I play Burstock, who for the UC to Rogue Fighter.
Well, I'm Volgia the Jurgite Ranger, and on to the person who lives with the DM.
Hi, I'm George. I play Atlas Murrow, the Owlin Druid, and everyone's always late. I thought I had time. I was in a cave. I was trying to get as much iron because I'm trying to farm axolotls. It's a whole thing.
George asked me at 3 minutes past 8. Do we have D&D tonight?
Well, by then, normally someone has been like, hey, are you coming to D&D or not?
We were watching
fair.
Vikings, and we had 5 minutes left on the episode, and Anthony was like, I'm gonna be late, and Will was like, I'm gonna be late, and I'm like, Mary, we have time, and she was like, no, Ryan, we have to go now. So this is the one time I actually listened to her, and we were on time.
God
We were all
forbid you
watching
listen to your
Vikings
fiancé.
together?
My God.
So what you've just
Your
said
first mistake,
means
Ryan.
that you've just said is every single time you're late, it's your fault, not Mary's.
Oh, 100% it's my fault. I'll own up to that
is
one.
true.
I know I'm late.
We basically tripled like how reliable Ryan was for D&D just by adding in Mary.
Yeah.
Before, it was like a crapshoot whether we were going to get him there at all, and like the second Mary joined, it's like, and he's here.
It was.
We also
was-
used to play when I was working night shifts, and that shit meant that I wasn't. My brain wasn't working at the time.
Can I remind you, George and Harry, the time where it was basically like rolling with disadvantage to get Ryan, one, to sit down for D&D, and two, get him on the fucking laptop to play.
Hey, that laptop tried so hard.
It's not
worked
just your
I do-
laptop. I had
I
to
do
bring a
miss the
laptop.
days of cam girl Ryan though.
Yeah.
I
Why
nearly
could
set
we see
fire
his
to my
whole
bed
bed,
sheet.
you know? Like, that was...
Yeah.
The webcam
We
was
got-
so zoomed out. It's like, what else are you using this webcam for?
Look, Ryan left uni with a lot of debt. He had to get himself out of it somehow.
All I had is a useless acting degree.
One man shows, but they're just porno shot in Ryan's childhood bedroom.
One of my coworkers one time started like angrily ranting on a Saturday night. He was like, I fucking hate this job. And he was like, I have a first. I mean, like, why am I here? I have a first. And I was like, what do you have a first in? He was like, performing arts. And I was like, there you go. And he was like, that is the most painful but correct reaction I have ever had.
Yep.
Like, I also have a first, Will, so, you know, you're in shit company.
Anywho, who wants to remind us what happened last time?
It was all chill until it wasn't.
No, it started off, we were in space fighting demons.
Oh yeah, that also wasn't chill.
That's how it started.
But I
You gotta
got
go
it.
from
not
chill to
chill
not
to
chill.
not
It
chill.
started off not chill, it got chill, and then it got very not chill at the
That's
end.
kind of how our life goes, you know. There was a demon. I defeated him with the classic polymorph into a snail and yeet into the abyss. Second time I've done that in Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm going to endeavor to do it with every character from this point onwards.
Even when they don't know polymorph, we'll
I'll
find a
way.
wand of polymorph.
One shot, turn it into a snail. Turn him into a snail, yeet him to space. We were like, let's fucking go. What the fuck was that? Crazy. But we were like, it's probably nothing to do with us. It's probably random chance. Got to Harmony Station, did a little bit of shopping. We were like, hey, we're gonna get some repairs and do some shopping, and then, you know, you can go see
Bought a
her,
unicorn.
whatever. Yeah, we met one of Atlas's friends. He was like, oh, this fucking unicorn I bought. Astra was like, I want to save that unicorn, and Then she remembered she's rich, so we just bought the unicorn's freedom. We went back, we were like, okay, let's go see Harmony now. And he was like, unfortunately, my bodyguard has gone insane and killed me. And we were like, oh dear. So we brought him back to life, because luckily Astra had Revivify prepared, and Atlas had just bought the supplies for it, like literally 5 minutes ago. We brought him back to life, we realized the bodyguard had been charmed, we tied her up and healed her, and now we're gonna go see Harmony. Also, Cyrus and Vulgar missed it, because they couldn't teleport. They're just like jogging the whole time.
Sucks to suck.
Of course, had limited teleportation space.
You can
I
play
like-
by that unicorn.
Horse.
That unicorn
I like to
came
think
in clutch.
that I like to think that Cyrus was like just like hauling ass, and Volgir kept slowing down because he saw good trade deals, and he was like, "Wait, that guy has nutrient paste for a really great rate."
You
Whereas I
take
used to
orders
get
in
on board
bulk,
and Gimli in my
and you
head.
give me a discount.
You blame him. Man's just here to have a good time. Making money.
Can't beat him. Join him.
But yeah, so you're all currently, I believe, still aboard the Chimera. If I recall correctly. I might be recalling incorrectly.
Yeah, I think we're about to
Are we
leave.
going
But
back
I believe we
to
started bolting because we ran past Volgir and
Oh, yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah,
and
we
like,
arrived at the ship and you were like, time to go. We're fucking
we're-
getting out of here.
We're doing stealth, because I've got to pass without a trace.
Yes, so you're planning on trying to
Forward.
sneak to Harmony's like
Oh, also some guys were following us, and then Barros was like, "Here's a lot of money. Fuck off." They were like, "Sick. We love that."
true. That also happened.
So, by the way, someone tell me if a dancing lady just appears on my webcam somewhere.
okay.
I know it's an IT
I'm
card reference,
referencing
but it
Harry's
does
joke.
sound like Will's doing something dodgy as fuck.
Well, are you in a strip club right now? You're playing D&D in a strip club.
He got the smart removal thing for the background. Crisp is doing some serious work.
No, go away, Candy.
God. We call Emma. Alrighty, but yeah, I guess better question is, what are you all doing?
Heading to see that dragon.
Apparently, yeah, following them.
Sneakily.
Now that we've just got to the ship and turned around again.
Okay.
Did we roll stealth?
We did, yeah.
The last rolls were all stealth, yeah.
Yeah.
There was an average stealth of around 30,
Oh, that's funny.
and you are heading
got a nat
towards
20.
Harmony's
Well done.
lair.
Yeah, you did.
Doesn't happen often for Cyrus
Good
with
job,
stealth.
buddy. It doesn't happen often for Cyrus. Full stop,
At
to be
all.
honest.
I think it's
I
bad
feel
when
like
the
there's
8-year-old
some
dragon rolls
characters
on
that
that
your
one.
dice just go, nah, fuck this guy.
Wait,
Yeah.
I've just realised, Beros, what's your plus on stealth?
Plus 13.
You have more stealth plus than a gold dragon.
I also can't get lower than a 23 for stealth.
He also has a lot of less hit points than a gold dragon.
Yeah, I have 65. I have a lot less hit points than a lot of people.
You have
That's like a tenth of the
65 hit
dragon.
Points? That's
He's
really
squishy.
low.
Yeah,
Oof.
Yeah, I'm
Oof.
higher than that. I'm like 88.
I eat maybe one too many biscuits and it just makes me a little too squishy.
His constitution has been affected so many.
I wonder, would Harry let me punish the biscuits from Beros's stomach just as Beros has just finished?
No, if you
They're not creatures.
Oh.
if you banish the biscuits from him, he just withers away to dust. Like he's like 98% biscuit at this point.
Like, the biscuits is formed part of his skeleton at this
yeah,
stage.
like
I
he's
have a plus. I have 13 to Constitution. I did not put it into.
I have really
Con.
good health because I put a lot into my constitution, and then I became more evil, and Sabana was like, and a little extra health for you.
You became less good. You didn't become more evil.
Becoming less good is the same as becoming more
But
evil.
that
No,
was
it's
so-
not.
Change
It's becoming
it.
more evil is becoming evil.
No,
You don't get that
I
card.
became more
No, you don't
evil
get
than
it.
I was before.
It's a sliding scale.
Yeah,
It's not like a fucking hard cut.
I didn't become
Ryan,
evil.
the
I
whole
became more
fucking point of
evil.
this campaign is that it isn't just light and dark, it's grey, damn it!
I am grey, which is funny because my character is
Did
literally
Discord
black
freeze
and
for anyone
white.
else?
That's why it's funny, because in space you have a lot of light and a lot of dark. That's why it's funny. That's why it's a sci-fi campaign.
There's more dark than light.
Did Discord
Correct.
freeze for anyone else then?
No.
Oh no.
That's meant to go.
What?
And so it begins.
What?
It's okay, well you didn't freeze.
I'm gonna start seeing have you seen the animated malware thing? I've got to find it and I'll send it to the group later.
Oh, like,
I'm gonna start seeing them.
animator versus animation.
Don't send us
Yeah,
malware.
but the malware one
Yeah, I
that's
think
like
I've seen
antivirus versus malware, and I'm just like, I'm gonna start seeing the malware just dancing across my desktop soon. At this point, right?
Alright.
I do remember with Kaz and Terran, Kaz being like, oh no, like, Ryan was like, oh no, Kaz only has like 67 hit points left, and it's like, Kaz, that's more than my hit point maximum, what are you talking about?
That
you
was
guys-
that was area of concern for Kaz.
Meanwhile, Terran's there on like 13 hit points, like, yeah, I'm good, let's fucking go.
So you guys
Meanwhile,
are
Barris
going
is
to-
floating in a lava pit, going, "What you what, mate?"
It's true. You guys are gonna head down to Hermanthal's like lair, basically, on the station.
Indeed.
Which you know is like in the heart of the
Yeah.
station. You've been here before. You kind of make your way down. You pass a few of Harmony's kind of like enforcers that she has in the station itself to kind of like just run general protection. And eventually you are let in, and you kind of find yourselves once again in her personal quarters, this vast opulent chamber. The walls are kind of lined with these like plinths, all displaying these ancient relics and treasures from all across the expanse. The air is gently warm, there's a soft sound of wind chimes echoing throughout the room. And you kind of see lounging across her like big like hoard, effectively, is huge, gargantuan even, ancient golden dragon. Big long wispy like fronds coming from her face, and she kind of like lowers her head down and gives this like warm, inviting smile. But even with teeth and a mouth that large, it can't help but feel slightly threatening. Hello.
What's up?
You would not believe what we had to do to get this man-dragon here.
I didn't say it was going
I'm
to
very-
be easy.
Well,
We
you didn't
caught
say
a
it wasn't.
spy. We got a spy murdered. We did terrorism. We got the dragon murdered.
We nearly got murdered.
That also. We found
Dropped
a
a
spaceship that had been
mountain.
missing forever.
Dropped a mountain on a
We lost
dragon.
multiple crew members.
Did we?
Yes.
To be fair, that was not really. They're not connected.
I'm just
A
saying,
lot
we
of
had
stuff
more
happened.
when we left here.
Well,
Well, technically, we gained more than we lost.
Mm.
Are
They
they
were
crew or are we just
passengers.
giving them a lift?
I think if you told the
Yeah.
dwarves to fuck off I think that was what you were
We were
the
considering
dwarves.
considering it, but yeah, I think you're heavily suggesting that you're telling them to fuck off. Volgir was the one who was like, I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, Volgi is enjoying having other people that are not you lot at the same time in the background.
Rude.
Atlas is just of the
Right.
opinion of every second people spend with us is a second where they're more likely to die.
That's fair.
That's also Asher's thoughts on the matter.
They can die for the
Like,
sake
hey,
of the
are you
ship.
comfortable with facing death literally every day? No? Maybe get off at the next stop.
And Argentum, it is good to see you made it here in one piece.
Barely.
Just about.
Nearly didn't.
I think I would classify that as he didn't. Well, I guess
Yeah.
he made it here in One Piece, but he didn't make it all the way here in One Piece.
He's still here. Astra like half asleep on Cyrus's shoulder.
Yes, we
There,
were
there.
attacked by probably some kind of movers and shakers of the chromatic force. Your station is not quite as secure as you might hope it is, Homunthia. My station is as secure as it needs to be. Need I remind you that not a year past, whenever I reached out to a chromatic envoy to discuss peace terms, you, I believe, personally sent an assassin squad to kill him and took out 4 members of my loyal guard in doing so.
What if it just turned out that we brought him here to be assassinated? Like, how he
Yeah,
just
that's
fucking
it.
kills
Very
him. It's like,
possible.
oh,
Gets
all right.
arrested in the corner.
Harmony, you must understand that we are at war. We have to do these things. Then I would suggest that you apply that same mentality to the other side. Whenever you use the same methods, although painted with a different brush. You are as bad as each other.
Bad as each other, Tim.
Regardless, that will not help us in this. If all you brought me here was to simply compare ourselves in similar ways, I am aware we are alike, but we are also very different. Our core beliefs are different. Our methods, however, will likely be the same. We are the same races. It is what is inside that matters most. Indeed. Well, you should be very thankful for this group getting you here in one piece, and hopefully preventing any noticeable absence of you back at Aurastone. I am. But again, I do not hope that this journey will be a waste. I hope it will not. Harmony looks to you all. I do believe thanks are in order for all of you for bringing this individual here. Is there anything that I could...
Take our thanks in cash or
Trade,
credit.
We did have agreements of what you would like. You're more than welcome to stay here and oversee the diplomatic negotiations, if that's something you'd be interested in. And then our gentleman meeting is like, what do you mean diplomatic negotiations? And Harmony just lifts the claw and is like, we are on neutral ground. Zarkhan, would you please step forward? And coming out
Dragon.
from a side room, you see
A large side,
tall,
I imagine.
8-foot tall, dragonborn, black
8
scales.
foot tall?
8-foot tall dragonborn.
That's too many feet.
Big boy.
That's more than a Kaz.
Big boy.
That's like
That's
a
2
cat
cows.
and a half. Not quite,
Yeah.
but close.
He has long horns that curl down to his chin. Half of his face has been like gouged pretty gruesomely, and he doesn't have like all the flesh around his jaws are gone, so you can see all of his teeth, as if the skin itself had just been melted away over time. He has little bits of like connecting sinew, like almost like Harvey Dent-esque, but like
So his
the
jaw
whole
doesn't
way
just
across.
fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, like just patchwork holding it all together. The scales on this individual are so dark as the void between the stars, and as he walks along, he has these piercing red eyes that kind of like look over all of you in... It's hard to tell. Disgust, maybe?
Can I try and tell?
You can make an insight check.
Astral's trying to tell what's hiding behind Cyrus, I think.
21.
21. This individual clearly is not naturally this size, Atlas.
I was kind of betting on that's a dragon.
They're probably a dragon. The way they look and carry themselves, they definitely believe that they are of some kind of importance.
Which
and
means that he didn't have to be 8 foot tall. That was a choice.
he chose.
Do you think he just kept making himself a little taller than the tallest guy he saw, and like now he's 8 foot tall and it's too late to go back?
Overshot the mark.
Yeah, like
Oh, now I'm too tall, but if I make myself smaller, they'll notice I made a mistake.
Yeah. Like, you know when you were playing pretend as a kid and you tried to have, like, the coolest, like, superpower or whatever, and then someone else would say theirs, and you're like, damn it, that's so much cooler than mine, but it's too late.
Argentum is going to turn his form back into his original form, the like older silver dragonborn gentleman.
Is he also 8 foot tall now, or?
Argentum was always pretty tall. I think he presented though like 7 foot. They definitely present larger than life in a sense, you know, like the true dragons, to kind of like, you know, show their difference.
I'm a dragon. Nobody think I'm a shitty little dragonborn.
Yeah, I mean, like if you looked at a dragon in a dragonborn form, at least from the ones that you have seen, they are all deliberately more draconic. Like they definitely you could tell if you saw two side by side, which one was a dragonborn and which one was like a true dragon.
More dragonish.
Yeah. But yes, they almost look like half dragons rather than like dragonborn themselves. But yet Argentum kind of like moves towards Harmony and he begins speaking in draconic. So a couple of you understand.
Yeah.
Not all of you. And he begins to say
Just
basically
Atlas and Volker like,
Yeah.
wow, this is interesting, and everyone else like, blah 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 blah.
he begins to like talk to her, and he basically is getting more and more agitated, and he's like, this is a disgrace. Why would you invite him here? The crimes he has committed against our people, against your people, you are like me, you're metallic. You should at least find a way to, and then from the other side, and all of you understand this, because Zarkan just goes, shh. And as he does so, you watch as a silent spell just materializes around Argentum, and he just goes quiet.
It's a vibe.
Zarkan just laughs a little bit.
Atlas just looks, he's like, what's up?
Hello, small one.
I don't love how every single dragon calls us that, and I'm used to it, you know. Like I'm not tall, but it you
Are they
don't.
talking to us?
Yeah, but that Atlas said hello to him.
That's up.
Oh,
I feel like they don't need to point out that everything is smaller than them every time. You know.
are you trying to stem back to the fact that one dragon set you on fire multiple times?
I don't feel great about that.
Don't worry, don't worry. I would never set you on fire.
You would just melt me with acid, I assume.
Correct. Very correct indeed.
And I just turned to I almost said Kaz. I almost said fucking Kaz.
Oh my
I turned
god,
to
what
Cyrus
did you
and
get here, Kaz?
Just heads up. Not fire. Not.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
I suppose I should thank you all for bringing this to me. It is good that we can have this discussion openly. And then he clicks his fingers and the silence spell drops. Then you hear, and another thing, I feel that maybe this is not the best way to go negotiations. I should have been made aware that I was meeting with the supreme leader of the Chromatic Alliance. That's not just something you drop on someone. This is an average.
I thought the guy who nearly killed us was the leader. Who the fuck was that guy?
You're talking about Vermix?
Yeah.
Vermix is just a general. He's one of the up-and-ups, similar to Thalindra would be for me.
Jesus fuck.
Well, he may not want to ever see us again, so maybe move him away from us, please.
Well, I advise you simply do not go back towards Redscale Fortress, and I can't imagine it will not be a problem.
We did
like-
I
not
don't think we have any
on
plans
that.
to.
What? I thought Volga was about to say what fortress, but he's not going to say anything.
Harmony coughs loudly, and the two individuals here both kind of like sizing each other up, like look up towards her. And she's like, boys, play nice. We are here
Please
to
tell me she's-
find a mutual agreement.
It's like two kids who've been fighting, getting dragged inside by the teacher.
Please tell me she's suddenly like changed it so she's now taller than the both of them.
Well, she is still in her full form.
Yeah,
she is
they're
a
both in
dragon.
Dragonborn
He's a
form.
dragon.
So she's like fucking 30, 40 foot
I want her to
long.
be able to
like,
just like grab them both by the scruff, you know, like no, bad.
Well,
Put some
she's
close
not
to
going
each
to pick them
other,
up like
let
two
them-
Barbie dolls and start mashing them together.
Kiss.
Get some makeup.
Do you all even remember why this disagreement even rose? Of course we do. And? Well, you see, I believe it is quite simple. One of us much prefers the king, and one of us much prefers the queen, and they are both now gone. And now, we, the followers of the queen, believe that, as rightly so, we are the superior beings. We should rule over the lesser races, and we deserve tribute and obedience like the queen got, because we are now her. She is gone. That is how the natural pecking order occurs. But you know that is not correct. We should use our knowledge and our experience to guide those lesser than us. We should help them overcome. We are the. You talk like we are the most superior beings, but we are the ones fighting in amongst ourselves like school children, like idiots. We are making fools of ourselves. Whoever would give us tribute and obedience, as you say, would have to take only one glance at us and see us in complete disarray, fighting over nothing. It is insane that you would even believe that you are better than them. If anything, we are lower than those you see as lesser. Oh, well, now you are just being untrue, brother. Don't call me brother. You're no brother of mine, that's for sure. Harmony just kind of watches it going back and forth.
As it goes backwards or forwards, I'm going to pull out an ale, a couple glasses.
Yeah.
I'm going to nudge Barros and go, got some biscuits.
Do you all intend
I
to
always
remain
have
for the
biscuits.
entire duration of these discussions?
Absolutely.
What the hell are these people saying?
I don't know. Ash is there like halfway
Have you
getting
ever
out.
No
seen
idea.
two
What?
school
I'm going to
kids?
go on a biscuit run for the local market. Does anybody want anything?
More
Get
biscuits.
our- If I
Can
can't
we just get our
understand
trader's pass and go?
I'm kind of into it. There's a lot of bickering. Kind of reminds me
I
of my
can
brothers
see
would get in trouble.
You can stick around. There's nothing stopping you because you understand this. They just look like little girls pulling each other's pigtails to me.
I mean, as much as I'd love to see this, trading does sound like a good idea.
I
A,
hate trading,
a
and I
gold
prefer
dragonborn-
trading to this.
Gold Dragonborn appears next to you all, and you see she kind of has these like beautiful big radiant eyes, huge big eyelashes that make no sense to have for a lizard of any kind, long flowing white robes and a dress, and she kind of like laughs a little bit in common, and you kind of see she like glances up to the still there, that big huge form of Harmony, and she goes like, well, these two are going to have a lot to discuss, I believe. If you would like anything you'd like to stay and watch, you certainly can, or you can simply go and I can have your rewards benefited to you.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna take notes.
Okay. We'll take the rewards. I don't know what you're offering, but a trade permit would be nice. But I know they're not hugely expensive, so I don't know whether or not these guys want anything. Considering
We
the
had
effort that we went
discussed a
through.
trade permit is something you definitely wanted, and that can certainly be arranged. We use in Draconic space. You also will, as far as I'm aware, you will earn a favor of me, and hopefully a favor of these two once they have come to an understanding. At the very least, Argentum, I believe, owes you his life, so that is something you could certainly call upon at some point. I will also bestow upon you these, and she produces, in her, unfurling from her closed palm, you see there are 5 holostrap add-ons. They are all holostrap add-ons that are clearly draconic in nature, and she kind of like pulls them out to you. They all look the same.
Wait a minute, is this Harmony talking to us?
I don't know. Harmony's still up there. You see the big dragon.
Yeah, I know, but she said a favor we discussed, and you'll have a favor of me, and I'm going, you sound like a shot caller, so who's that? And who are you? And you're a gold dragonborn.
Harmony is also gold.
No, I know. That's why it's suspicious.
Yep.
Maybe she realizes they're not gonna stop anytime soon, so we're more.
She just cloned herself to escape the argument.
Would
Wouldn't
you?
you?
Oh, yeah.
She's actually projection of just her dragon form in the
I've seen
corner.
you and Days argue. Sometimes I want to do that, but I can't.
I mean, I'm sure a gold dragon is very capable of making a simulacrum or two, right?
It could even be a simple, like, illusionary duplicate or something like that.
Dragons, man.
Dragons. Fucking dragon.
I'll take one of the hollow strap add-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so will
that's okay.
Cyrus.
What is it?
This is a... I don't believe there is any true translation, but in my tongue it is a sviska.
Svasviga.
What does it do?
If you attach it to your hollow strap, it will allow you to understand a language you may not understand.
Oh, shit.
That's
Does
handy.
it just translate Draconic or everything?
It should, in theory, be able to process anything. However, it does take some time to learn new
It's a
language.
babblefish.
How does one spell Savasica?
Sviska?
I will activate
This-
it on D&D Beyond, and you will be able to add it to your inventory in a second.
Nice. Bye, Atlas. Have fun watching dragons fight.
Oh, this is like notebook out, like taking the minutes.
Right, now that we've secured
That's
the permit, we
small
can
as
go
well.
sell that cargo and make some
Yes.
good extra credits.
Yes. Let's keep going.
Start paying off the horse that Astra bought.
That's been paid.
That horse is on Astra. She spent her
Yeah.
sharings on it.
That
Yeah.
that unicorn saved life. So shush.
If you search for hollow strap add-on open brackets Sviska is spelled Sivska. It should be.
Everyone's got
on
the same.
D&D Beyond. Yep, all of it is the same thing. So basically, as an action, it can start recording a language on your hollow strap, and if you record 1 hour of dialect that you don't understand, it will learn the language, and then it allows you to then understand the spoken words if they're spoken in a language you understand. And you can also translate from your language via text. It can't output. So it's not like a true babblefish where if everyone had them, yes. But you can only reply with like translate, like you would have to basically type it out and show them, and it can then. They can at least
Less
read what you're saying.
babblefish, more Google Translate.
More Google Translate, less advanced, yeah. But if
So-
multiple all had them, so if everyone had Zaviskas, then they would be able to.
I'm not seeing it. How's it spelled?
You may need to
Just
refresh
type
your
in
page.
hollow strap.
Type in
and it
hollow
should come
strap.
up.
Add-on and Saviska comes up. It's
Try
Sivska.
refreshing.
So I don't need this cooking. So that's going on instead.
Yep, there it is.
Well, that's all.
Couldn't have
Of
made
my
anything
that's all
harder
of-
to type.
That's all of my hollow strap stuff used up. Well, I suppose I could take the engineer assist off now.
You're an engineer. You know how to do that.
Let's see, I've got 2, so I'm just chopping and changing things.
I have a bunch. Take
Each
off my
hollow strap can have
hiding.
3 add-ons.
Yep. You can extend it, can't you? You can expand it, but you have to upgrade the hollow strap, didn't you?
Yes,
Did you say
more
Harry?
advanced hollow straps. Like you saw someone before who had 2 hollow straps up their full arms and stuff. So like yeah, there are definitely more advanced versions of hollow straps. That would be something you'd need to probably go to someone specially to get done. They're not something super common. And also, it doesn't take long to swap them out.
Now. Anthony,
Buy and sell, or just sell?
We'll start talking about
We might as well
spreadsheets.
buy
They've
it.
been banned.
Well, we're planning on going to kill him next, so I don't know if you're going to be able to sell anything there.
We'll just sell.
Can do.
Devils don't buy
Because if
shit.
we're going to kill him,
Nothing devils do.
Devils buy shit, but they may not give you a very good price for it.
Oh, so you don't die.
Also,
So we're not going to the devil
Caleb
place.
won't have any
We're
devils.
We're not going to devil place. That's an Abaddon. We're going to kill him, which is where all the angel shit is. And I don't know what the other islands are like, but Feud is, yeah, they're a bit cheap.
I like how this is where like you do the same. You do something like George
did we
with
change?
the world.
Did we change the Did we change the because we have the permit? It's 25%, right? Or did we change it back down to 10%? Because it says 10% discount when buying from other merchants, but also they get 25% discount when buying from.
I think it was 10 each way,
selling-
wasn't it?
Is it just 10 each way?
I think we said 10 each way.
I think it became whatever your spreadsheet became set up at is probably correct.
Yeah,
I think I did
it's
drop it 10 each
10%.
way because the 25% was way too much.
Yeah, I think we earned. I think about $1 million within like the first couple of trades.
Yeah.
Cool. I will roll a sell. Which is persuasion.
Now, meanwhile, everyone's going to sleep in the background.
My brain switched off.
Mary's brain is just spreadsheets.
Unless I get
What?
paid, it's not happening.
What is your role?
You don't find spreadsheets fun, Mary?
What's the opposite of like a sleeper cell word? Like that doesn't act is not an activation phrase, it's like a deactivation phrase.
I think the term sleeper cell still works. It just sets you to sleep.
That is a 30, so we sell at 200%.
Yeah. I'm confused. 26 to
Oh, no.
30 and 30 above.
200.
Harry!
Flee, Mary! Flee from the statistics! Flee from the spreadsheets! Flee from the
I think it's
trade!
greater than it's greater than 30, so if we got 31.
Pretty sure I could go get it.
Oh, is it?
Every
think it's
time you guys
160.
talk spreadsheets, Mary
Yeah,
takes
so if
1
you got a
to 4 psychic
31, it would be
damage.
200.
Astro loses
Okay.
spell
It's,
slot
it's,
every
it's
time.
greater than 30, it should
There
be.
you go.
Did you
I've
guys watch the
updated.
clip of the guy who takes damage whenever he says a number?
That's Mary with
And
spreadsheets.
that one, you just said a number again!
Okay, I won't say it this time. So I'm
you go.
going to take this one.
As I go down, I
Okay,
just
cool.
go, just get me up and I'll heal myself.
What's it called again? Where were we again?
Hmm?
Where were we again?
Harmony Station.
Harmony
That's it.
Station.
Thank you.
We technically bought these from Harmony Station as well.
Yeah, we did. I think we've just literally
but there's
driven away
different
with them and come
merchants
back.
who come and go. Like, you guys have been away for a while. Like,
Yeah. Well, that was a nice 400,000 chits,
bingo. Get that shit banked.
which is
That's
a nice.
half a unicorn. Nearly.
It's 400 gold, is what it is.
Would we be able to sell to the same seller the rare gemstones that the kobolds mined for us? I believe they're worth 51 gold.
Yeah, they would offer to buy them for just turn a profit because 51 gold is their raw value. So to tell a profit, they would offer you 45 gold.
Yeah.
I just want to make the party aware that Will and Anthony sent Mary to the freezer to get Ben and Jerry's as comfort food.
I only have one portion of Ben & Jerry's left, so I have to wait until I'm desperate.
Ration it.
I hate that, like, as a child, my parents were always like, you can't have Ben & Jerry's, it's too expensive. And I was like, when I'm an adult, I'll buy as much as I want. And then I grew up and was like, fuck me, that is expensive.
Yeah.
Is
Does money
that's
for
me with
Ben
sorbet
Jerry's.
at the moment as well.
Only when it's on sale.
But yeah, those of you who stay and listen to the discussions back and forth between the two leaders of Harmony, kind of acting as a mediator.
You ever seen an owl watching ping pong? Just
One of them gets up and paces around the room and you just follow them.
Atlas, both sides are pretty heavily set in their conviction. Both sides believe that they are correct and the other one is wrong. And after about 8 hours of more or less constant theoretical and sometimes physical debate between the two, which Harmony is pretty quick to break up, eventually there is a recess called, and they both separate to get
Atlas
food.
rapidly scribbling. Sidestepped blast of acid. Consider scribbling.
Yeah. They both eat. Harmony actually has a table brought into the room and forces them to eat in the same chamber. Literally, trying to get 2 people to get along. And I think it becomes very clear from you, if you're the only one really staying listening, that there is definitely a mutual respect and understanding for the other one. However, there is just a severe disagreement on opinions and views, and at the core line, even the chromatic dragon, who seems to view, smaller races as lesser, this black dragon, they still very much view Argentum as a good, a strong individual, a lot of respect for them. It's very it's kind of bizarre to watch in a sense, because obviously they do still hold them in quite high regard. But yeah, there's a little bit of back and forth kind of ongoing, but nothing nothing super kind of helpful kind of comes of it, at least for the first kind of day's discussions. It's probably going to take a while to come to an agreement, if any at all. Those of you go out, do some trading, maybe go back to your ship, whatever you're up to. Atlas, you probably would eventually be, escorted out whenever the discussions kind of came to a close for everyone to rest and stuff. Because obviously it does become clear it's going to take some time. So yeah, I guess what do you...
Alright, rest up, guys. Nobody get assassinated in the night.
She probably buys a diamond while they're out there after using the last one.
300 gold then to buy another replacement one, if you like.
I don't think there's anything else I need.
Mulgate will stock up on the way back, just walking through thing. He'll stock up on some good whiskey. If he sees anything dwarvish as he walks past, like dwarvish alcohol, he'll get some of that.
Oh, maybe we should actually get some decent food for ourselves, because we have a freezer now.
Also, crew morale is better with better meals.
Yeah, we could do that. But it's a big fast freezer as well.
But I don't know how much fresh food you'll get on a station. We might need to go to a planet.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sell some sort of meat and possibly veg that has... It might be a little dated, but if we put it in the freezer, it'll last longer.
Me putting leftovers in the freezer. Wow, the miracles of science.
That spaghetti sorted next week.
Me pulling out the same freezer remains 3 weeks later, I wish I had labeled this. I have no fucking clue what this is.
Me and Mary did that when we first moved over. We were like, ah, yes, a stew. We'll put this in the freezer and we'll have it like next week. 2 months goes by. We we're like, what the fuck is this?
I once did it with I defrosted what I thought was pasta sauce, and I'd already made my pasta, and then was like, ah, this is soup.
Just checking, everyone's added their money from that split pot to their
I think I
inventory,
just
yeah?
had soup and also some pasta.
Good, good, good.
Okay. So yeah, is that the
Okay.
kind of plan?
Now that Days has a shit ton of money, has she gone out shopping? I wonder.
Well, after the fucking drama with Captain Alicia has died down, Days hasn't left the ship yet until you guys get back. And when you come in, she's still standing at Alicia's door, her gun pointed at it. Hey guys.
When I
Okay.
get back, can I see if she's still charmed?
Sure. You wanna go in there?
Yes, but with Days still pointing her gun.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. You open it up.
The fuck happened?
I don't know.
Get someone else
Why
to
is
catch you
everyone
up,
pointing
I'm
guns
busy.
at each other?
The fucking emerald woman in here went nuts.
She got charmed.
Took over Alicia and Alicia tried to kill Argentum.
Now I think, you know,
She didn't try, she succeeded.
But
He
classic hot
died?
crazy scale, you know.
Very briefly.
I brought him back.
With my
Yeah,
diamond.
but there's a reason why we're all sleepy.
Right. Okay. Well, have fun with that. And Cyrus just walks into
Atlas
his
will,
room, I guess.
knock on the door and be like, hey, you still crazy in here?
No, I think I'm fine. I've just got a bit of a headache.
Okay, well, I'll go in and see if I can work out if she's still charmed or not.
You open up the door. You kind of see she's like sat on the foot of the bed. Obviously all bandaged up. Her hands, you know, bandaged up from where Dave shot her fucking fingers off. And yeah, she kind of like looks up at you and like kind of like ashamed, like looks on the ground.
You get
I make
these
a-
cards up.
It's Insight, Arcana?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can-
know how to...
The best way would be like a detect magic spell, because then you can see if there's any magical effects on her, or an identify
I do
spell.
have that on me. I guess I will cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, you cast detect magic. She doesn't show any signs of any enchantment spells still lingering on her, so she must be no longer affected. Bear in mind, it has been over 8 hours since the attack at this point.
Do
She'd
you
been away from the
remember
time.
if someone talked to you, or... Where'd you
I,
get that knife from?
It wasn't a knife; it was her sword.
Yeah, but where'd you get the magic poison from?
It's 120.
I remember leaving the ship briefly just to stretch my legs, but I can't remember if I can't remember if I wanted to do that or if I was made to do that. Someone from the market came up to me, this red dragonborn. He gave me a vial, and I just took it, and then I kind of felt like I needed to go back inside the ship, which I did. I made my way back up to Argentum, into the bathroom, and then it's like someone else is controlling my body. I put the poison on the blade, came out, and just started stabbing. It was like watching someone else do it, like watching through someone else's eyes. I didn't like it.
Well... All's well that ends well, I guess. Everyone was okay in the end.
Where is he? Is he okay?
He's fine.
He's with Harmony.
He's discussing. I have the notes, but honestly, it is a lot of back and forth.
Yeah,
Just go around in circles.
yeah. Him and Harmony probably have a lot to work out. I don't know. When was the last time they saw each other?
Yeah, and then there was the other guy.
The guy?
The black dragon guy.
A black dragon guy? Are you
intense?
Are you telling me that
Leader of the
Harmony brought the leader of
Chromasters?
the Chromatic Alliance and the leader of the Metallic Gem Alliance here to talk?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, she's nuts.
They also had dinner.
They had dinner.
Yeah. Like, middle of the debate. It was a long debate.
I should probably go find him, make sure he's okay.
I don't think you should. I will assume that Harmony's people have it covered, and also given your track record, no offense.
I'm a captain of his side. Yes, I got.
You have one hand.
I can still do a lot with one hand.
Exactly. You got charmed again. We don't always have an Astra knocking about.
Noted, but I don't think that I will.
We actually do, but she doesn't always have that spell prepared, and also we don't have unlimited diamonds.
Well, still, I can't imagine you'll be hanging around waiting.
Just we're definitely gonna sleep here, so maybe just wait till the morning and we'll sort it out.
Sure, I can do that.
You can leave, by the way. Not crazy anymore.
Okay, good. I am gonna go get some food. I've not eaten since this morning.
Days, don't shoot her as she walks out.
I might do it. I know. Is she
You
crazy?
can
Is she
stand
nuts?
down,
She's
Days,
not
it's
nuts.
okay.
Fuck, man, this shit's fucked. Days like puts her pistol away, crosses her
Are you
arm.
mad because you didn't get to shoot her again?
No, I got the shooter once already. That's more than enough. You shoot like honestly, I don't like shooting many people. That's not something I like to do, but something I have to do
You
sometimes.
seem disappointed that you weren't gonna get to shoot her again.
Look, dragons are assholes. Okay, what can I say?
That's,
I feel like at
that's
least
just
part of that is like your racism speaking, but also given our track record, they kind of are.
let's just go get a drink, maybe.
Sounds good to me. I would like to get off this ship.
Does Harmony have a bar anywhere? Called the Get Along Bar. Everyone has to get along.
That's exactly what she calls it. Yeah.
Just so you know, this entire dragon thing is only making me think of the fucking meme of the two kids in the giant shirt with the like our Get Along shirt written
Is-
on it.
Is this not where we got the food that Sunshine liked?
Yeah, the Culture
I'm
Exchange
looking it
Center.
up.
Yeah, that's here. There's like the loads of themed restaurants exploring like racist foods and fusions and stuff.
Maybe we should go back and take everyone as a little boost because we've been through a shit show. Not gonna lie.
It's been something.
Okay, sure. Like Sunshine, we're getting food.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Where are we going?
At the same place as last time, I think.
I don't know what that means. I don't think I was with you guys the last time.
You
I
can go
think
you
we brought
take
you the
out.
food.
Yeah, you brought me food. Oh yeah, I think I remember.
The Leonin place.
Yeah, you guys brought me that. You bring me you brought like a little selection of things.
Yeah.
That was good. They did a really good starfruit sorbet, I think. I think that's what you brought me. Fuck knows if I can remember.
I
That was
don't
a long
remember
time
what we
ago.
brought you. It was a while ago, but I figure we could all go fresh and go drag Cyrus pit.
Yeah. If you guys want to head towards the cultural kind of like exchange center, you certainly can.
Sure. Before we do that, can I find the kobolds and pay them their wages?
Yes.
I will transfer them 500,000 credits each,
Mm-hmm.
and basically tell them they're free to leave. It's enough money for them not to work for a very long time, but I'm sure we'd appreciate them sticking around.
Okay. Sure. You give the money to Fizz and to Slink.
Because the other guy, very not alive.
You guys very dead. Slink will look at the money kind of flash on his screen, and he goes, "Yeah, you know what? We had a good run, but I think I'm gonna take some time. I've always wanted to start a business, you know. I think I would do good in business. I think I got an eye for it. So thank you. Maybe we'll see each other. Maybe I'll be a merchant you bump into sometime in the future from my conglomerate empire that I will likely begin and start. But I do appreciate it. Fare thee wells." And he will take his money.
See you
He'll
later.
leave.
Cyrus's emotional support kobold.
Biz is like, "Oh, geez, that's a lot of money. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make that much money in other places. So, I mean, if you'll have me, I'll stick around. You know, there's still plenty of things. I've left a lot of like random stuff in the vents as well that I probably need to get out. If I was gonna go, I probably shouldn't just leave that.
He's a good assistant, apart from leaving things in the vents.
I'm sure Cyrus would appreciate you sticking around. He could do with an extra helping hand.
I like the concept of Cyrus giving him a screwdriver. Like, okay, now screw in that panel in the vents. He's like, got it. Like, comes back. He's like, where's the screwdriver? The what?
In the vents. Okay, well, I've got a few things on the shopping list that I need to go buy, but I gotta come back.
Sweet. And then I'll transfer $1 million to Sunshine.
Oh,
Once they all leave.
Yeah, once the
Yeah.
kobolds have like dealt with their stuff.
you didn't have to do that. That feels like a lot of money. You
He
know,
says it feels like a lot of money because he can only understand like 3 zeros and then he doesn't really know anymore.
doesn't it looked kind of fake? You know, keep rubbing the screen. Doesn't look real. You know, I've never seen that much chits on a screen before, apart from like in a bank. You know,
You've been with us a long time.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll buy some stuff. I've had a fun time. How about I treat you all to dinner, seeing you treated me all to a wage? That sounds good to me. I don't know what else I'm gonna spend this on, to be honest.
That's really nice, Sunshine. I'll take you up on that
Why
offer.
don't you just get yourself a nice big weapon or something?
I feel like for this
Get
amount of money, I could
yourself
buy
some
like a
fancy
weapon. I'd have to. It would be probably too big, you know. Well, that's a lot of money to buy. Like this sword cost me 10 gold. You know?
Get a
I
bigger
like
sword.
At least 10 more of those.
Oh yeah, but if I get like if I get a sword, you know, that's a
That's
lot.
fine.
So that if that's 100,000 shares, that's gonna be $1 million, and the sword's gonna be like at least the size of the ship. You know, that's too big. That becomes too. There will come a point when the sword becomes too big. You know.
I've just realised you've given him $1 million. He could go buy his own cutter.
You could buy
He
a
could
ship.
buy a cutter in the shape of a sword.
Yeah. I just thought about that. Can I also double check what date is it today?
It's the 11th of February.
I was
is
generally about to come
technically.
out with that. I was like, no, he's talking about D&D, then yours being a dick.
It is the
Also-
4th of the 6th, 3074
4,074.
You're, you're
ATE.
lucky that Atlas has already done a Chimera check, because otherwise I feel like we come back and Sunshine would be like, I panicked and bought this Chimera.
Yeah. So, other question for people. Is everyone happy to put 2 million of their credits into a pot for buying the new ships and
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, I'll put
Yes.
2 million in a credit pot.
So, because everyone should have it all in their inventory, the 15 million, minus someone who sport a very expensive unicorn.
He'll still have 3 million. It's okay.
So everyone can have
$2 million's a lot of
still a lot of money. Yeah.
If you want to know exactly what day it is the 4th of Joniers, 3074, and the day is Cesius, which is the 4th day of the 10-day week.
I see. I put 4,074, so we paid Sunshine and the kobolds a year, 1,000 years in advance.
3074.
Yeah. I'm just noting it down because when it gets to later and it's you haven't paid them in a month. Ah.
I have transferred
To
you
be
my
fair,
2 million.
I don't think we'll have to pay Sunshine all that kobold for a little while.
No. I think they're quite happy now for the next.
I
Could have
feel
drip
like
fed
that's
it to them.
kind of, you know, the business you're in. It's like, you might not get paid a reliable wage the same time every month, but when we get the good cash, you'll get some good cash.
I think that should be our thing to any crew that we hire. Just, you'll get paid relatively on time, but you're coming with us for the potential bonus at the end of the year. The
Like,
Jobley
we're
bonus.
not gonna let you starve, but like, you know, if you're here for that reliable 9 to 5, this ain't it, bud.
Well,
Yeah, if you want-
part of the ship budget is to pay the crew for a year.
Yeah. So basically,
But we're just paying them at a one lump sum instead of doing wages.
No, they'll go through wages. We'll just hire someone to transfer those credits over to
yeah, we just give.
weekly or monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we've done is we just had a quick calculation. You need about 3 million to get a high-end ship, and so there'll still be 5 million in there to pay people and get supplies and stuff like that.
I love the idea of all the like classic ship roles of like, oh yeah, like I'm a navigator, I'm a gunman. It's like I'm the accountant.
That's
It
just me and
sounds boring, but it's an important job.
I might as well be the quartermaster with while Barris is the captain.
You basically are.
Yeah.
Just give you that title now.
We've made a new spreadsheet.
But anyway, you
forbidden
guys
word.
take your whole crew. Are you taking the dwarves with you to the conversation
I
center?
mean, should we ask the dwarves what the fuck their plan is going forward?
I believe Volga has a plan for them, but I don't think he's told them.
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Like, do they want dropping off here? Do they want dropping off if we get into amalgam space again?
Actually,
Does the engineer guy want to work for us?
that's the engineer guy I want to keep. The woman I couldn't care less about.
She's just like some rich bitch, so I don't know if she has any
Exactly.
skills.
Yeah. Have we
You
actually
recall
asked her
that
if she's got any
she's,
skills?
That being said,
She's technically dead.
that being said, Atlas is also just some rich bitch, and I would argue she has many skills.
But this rich bitch is technically dead. So
I mean, she's
she
not-
wants to.
She's legally dead.
She's also,
Yeah.
if you recall, she is some rich bitch, but she is a well, at least when she was alive / active, she was the owner of Verduza Arcane Engineering, which is a pretty big, still now, pretty big like firm and company. It's kind
So
of like if you were
reward
like,
money?
it's literally like it's the equivalent of like finding Steve Jobs in a freezer.
Hate it when that happens.
So basically,
put
we've
Steve
got
in the freezer?
we've either got one of two options: a really big financial backer, or a very valuable hostage.
We're not doing hostages. We're not that
Find
evil.
finder's fee.
Yeah,
Finder's fee.
Finder's fee for your
I
lost
feel like
CEO.
Taking her home and then like heavily suggesting she give us a reward is a plan.
Yeah, well, no, it's the taxi fare.
Yeah, that's an expensive taxi fare all the way to
Yeah.
Bond.
Recovery and delivery.
Let's just hope she doesn't sue for emotional damages from in-flight attacks.
The Chimera is not responsible for any emotional damages caused by outside forces.
Fine, we'll just blackmail her with the fact that we definitely do not know that she murdered the prince.
Or that she was shagging him.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's
She
probably less of a
shagged
crime.
him for the opportunity to murder him.
Mm.
It depends if the prince was married or not.
True.
True.
It's more of a scandal, though, right?
Yeah.
Still get a lot of
If
money
you're
for.
a prince, you can't just go around
Bragging
shagging whoever
leak.
you like. There are, expectations.
Laws.
You're not supposed to shag whoever you want. You're not supposed to go to a party dressed as a Nazi. These are all things we know the royal family isn't supposed to do.
I don't think normal people are
That's-
meant to do that either.
My mom
oh.
went to a party dressed as a Nazi and she didn't know. Our boss was
Should-
Jewish.
She didn't know she
Oh.
was dressed as a Nazi, or she didn't know her boss was Jewish.
She didn't know she was dressed as a Nazi because it didn't have like the patch or anything. It was just like, yeah, just like the uniform.
Was it advertised as just military uniform 1943?
Pretty much. She went into like a costume shop last minute for like a party, and just like literally went like, yeah, bam, bam, let's grab those.
Soldier.
Like, if she had
Jesus.
stopped to look, it probably would have been like, you know, German soldier, but she didn't. She was just like, oh yeah, that'll be funny. She thought they were Navy uniforms initially. And thought it would be funny because they were on
Oh.
a cruise ship.
Oh dear.
Anyway, but yeah, you want to talk to the dwarves before you get the little dinner organized and see what they want to do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do they
Yeah.
want to stay on with us on the ship, and also do they want to come to dinner or not?
Lazalil, she kind of is like, look, I would very much like to get back home as quickly as possible. Just so the sooner you're heading in that direction, the better for me, to be honest.
Okay, but we're very much not heading in that direction. We're like actively heading away from there.
Well, I do have a bit of
we
money.
have to
Well,
drop a
no, I don't, because it was all on the ship. You see, I have a very small amount of money to get myself home. Probably not enough, though, would be a problem. I don't suppose you could lend me some, help me get on my way, and then I could.
We can give you the money to head home.
Yeah, I could charter a ship and
Good
maybe
charter.
try to get our ways out of here. Hopefully tag along with some kind of celestial group, seeing as there seems to be a war on.
Yeah.
Couple of wars, actually.
Yeah, I was speaking to the
Like,
dragon
prepared.
at
lord.
least 2 and possibly 1 people don't know about yet.
Unfortunately, when we were around, there was no war, so this is. I mean, that's why we were touring the stars here. It was friendly space. It just seems very strange. I hope it all clears up soon. Anyway, I'm sure it will, regardless. But once I get back to Mond and back to my company, see one of my estate and affairs in order, I will make sure to endeavor to pay you back. So if you could leave me your details, that'd be much appreciated.
The Barry ones, though.
The Barry ones. Yeah.
I'll give a Barry Light Shoes contact details.
So Lazalil Verduza will try to make her way back. She will probably require burying herself through a war zone. A fair bit of money. I'm gonna say it probably would cost her 10,000 chits. You would
I mean,
estimate.
if she's happy to
I'll
hang
just-
around
I'll
on
just
Carmody,
give it, but-
I think I was gonna. That was the price that I was just gonna be like.
You also know that it's
10,000
very likely
chips.
that some of the money you guys have in your possession is probably
It's
hers.
hers.
She doesn't need to know that, though.
like, here's some
it's-
of your
it's-
money
it's-
back.
So it's 10,000 shits just to get her home.
Yes.
So I'll go. She's a dwarf, isn't she? If I remember correctly,
She's a
if my
mighty
brain's
dwarf,
least
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go one dwarf to another, and I'll give her 20,000. Make sure you get home safe.
Is that on top of the 10 or in total?
Fuck, I'll give it 30,000, then I'll put it on top of the 10, and I'll give that to my personal one.
This is not how taxi fares work. You don't pay the person you're taking.
I'll pay you half of that and be like, make sure you get the first class.
I certainly will. Thank you very much, boys. I do appreciate it. I will not forget this. And
I should have got off planet with a bunch of adventurers. My first
Yeah.
class was a large box.
With no air
do
holes.
depart though.
We're not terrorists.
I wasn't going to ask that. Just, I was in your cockpit earlier. You have a Verduza console there. I might be able to have a little look at it and see if I can give you a little bit of a boost.
Okay.
That'd be appreciated.
Sure.
I won't say no to that.
Dolph, if you would mind giving me a hand, please. Might not take very long, but hopefully give it a good try. And then between her and Durlf, they'll work a bit on the Chimera's console for you.
If you could upgrade the cookie thing so it makes more than one at a time, that would be great.
Oh, no, that's not one of mine, dear. Sorry. You have to rescue a different person for that, I imagine.
How about you invent one?
Maybe
They'll
I
never
will.
know it makes 2 at a time.
Just a
Why would
conveyor
they-
belt.
Why
There
would
was
they
three
design it
cookies
just
that we
one
get done.
cookie at a time?
I don't know.
Because
You'd
there's
think it would
2 pilots.
Yeah, you think it would at least do 2 at a time.
See, it's a passive seat warmer as well.
I think I know the explanation. It's because you're supposed to install them in each chair, but obviously it's only in one. It's unfortunate. Maybe when we get a new ship, that we can put them in all the chairs. But for now, don't question it.
The weirdest thing is that when I bought the part, I could have sworn it looked like it had 2.
Oh, that was just some plastic inlay. I took it out.
What, did they play like music discs as well, or?
I don't think
I
heating
don't
up
feel
a
like
music
you'd
disc is
install a
good
cookie
idea.
tax for any passenger we took. You sit
Maybe
in
it's
that
like a
chair, you give me the
multi-compartment
cookie.
thing. You can listen to your tunes while you make your cookies. I don't know. Cookie people are strange.
Cookie people are strange.
What do you mean by that?
Cyrus just looks at you very deadpan.
I've watched you eat fistfuls of communion wafers while chugging hot sauce as you ran.
I don't really think that's
I
a
needed
cookie
the
thing.
energy.
I think
I-
that's just barrels.
That might just be a Barros thing.
Also, I
because-
don't need music because I just listen to the music in my head.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that one later.
Whilst this is going on, I think Astro will try and find days if everything quiets down a little.
Yeah, certainly can.
Days.
Yeah.
Okay, before you panic or anything, I did make you this, but not for the reason that you said last time. Just so you know, I do want to, I just don't know how to. I grew up in the temple. I don't. Friendship's new to me, never mind anything else.
She kind of like steps forward. Have you? I'm assuming you probably come up to her room or something because she
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be there. So yeah, she like comes forward and like, what do you like have in your hand?
Like a cardigan with lots of pockets so she can put all her like wrenches and stuff in. And makeup, like a multi-tool, but a cardigan to keep her warm.
Cool. She goes forward. She like takes. She goes like, oh, this is really cute. Yeah, I could definitely vibe with this. We can make this work. You like holds
If
it
you
up.
wanna
What do you
put-
think? Good color?
Yeah, that's it.
Immediately dyes it black.
Well, you
What
can
color is
change-
it? It's like rainbow.
I actually went like for a dark purple or some kind of astray, but bit of days in there too.
Sure. Well, I mean, you say you don't know how. Is that a give me time or is that a show me?
Be patient with me. You already are, but just
Show me slowly.
go slow, I think.
Sure. We can do slow.
And if I don't end up being what you want and you want something more than what I can give you, then I won't judge you.
Well, let's just hope it won't come to that. And then Diz will kiss you on the cheek.
Astra blushes but doesn't run away.
Right. We should get ready for dinner.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See you then. Astra will leave and then just like, hey.
Like the door closes.
Yeah. She thinks of who to run to, just goes into Cyrus's room but doesn't say anything.
Eat rude.
Cyrus doesn't have a room, you just go into the engine room.
Yeah, she can get away with it. It's warm in there. It's like, okay, I'm just warm from the engine. It's fine. Hi.
Hi.
Don't
Can
mind
I-
me.
Can I help you?
Cyrus
Probably
is
not.
supervising Fizz as he removes the 8th screwdriver from the vents.
You left a good wrench in there.
No, I tied a bit of string to it. Hang on. Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe I should make those
Stuck in the
cardigans for
corner.
everybody.
Give me that. Give me that.
Does it?
You're small enough. He just.
You're small enough. Cyrus just picks him up and puts him in the vent.
He like crawls back down.
Maybe we
I
should get
really
him
wasted in
utility belt.
here. Like Agnes back.
Asher seriously considers making more of those cardigans just for.
He does have his uses, I swear. It's just he forgets the tools in the vents. What? Can I help you, Astrid? You look a little flushed.
It's
You feeling
warm
all
in here.
right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Talk to Days.
You what?
I talk to Days.
You talk to Diaz.
Yeah.
Okay. She's part of the crew.
Oh god, she's got rabbit flu.
Out of the crew.
Never mind. You should get ready for dinner. We're going to that Leonin place again.
I have to dress fancy.
Fitz, you're welcome to. We're getting food.
We're going to dinner.
Time to get to me.
Okay.
Please bring the screwdriver that you carried into the vent back with you. Don't just bring the spanner back.
You hear the like steps are getting closer. Suddenly start getting further away again.
Do you ever think of getting like a utility belt that has the little like?
He has a utility belt.
No, but the things clip on and they like go back to him.
Like you get old people
Like
with their
magnets?
keys.
Yeah.
Like a magnetic tool belt?
Something
No,
like
like
that.
the
Well, you
ones
might
that
stick
have
to
like
the
the
ship.
like stretchy spring, so you can only get it so far away, and then it like zips back.
Like the dog lights, like the phew.
Okay, yeah, I can invest in one of those when we're out shopping and getting food. I'll pick one of those up.
Durolf and Lazalil, by the way, will have finished working on the helm. You now have a new officer action. It is called the Verduza Override. As an action, an officer within 5 foot of the helm can set the engines to overdrive. The Chimera's speed is doubled. However, while in overdrive, the engines take 10 damage per turn until it is switched off as a bonus action. So effectively, if you needed to get away from something very, very quickly, or maybe get closer to something very quickly, you can boost the engines and basically you override the safety protocols. That's what she's able to disable for you. But if you ask Durlv if he would like to stay, he will. He kind of like looks at you and goes like, you know, it's Durlv's voice. I think he'd like. He'd like
I think it was Scottish.
You
Scottish
can
as
just
well.
pick one. We don't remember.
Looks like Scottish.
Aggressively Scottish.
You know, I don't really know, to be honest. If that's something you'd like, I could stay if it'd be handy for you. I mean, I don't really, like, to be honest, I was working a job anyway. Yeah, you know, that's kind of where I was. Yeah, you know, doing that there. So I guess I'm still kind of working a job, you know, in a way. But I guess my old employer no longer exists, so, I'm probably gonna get paid for that last job. Oh, that's not very good. At least I'm alive, I suppose, but still. Doesn't kind of realize that now. That's kind of shite.
You didn't get paid, but you are one of the only survivors. So you.
Yeah.
Potato, potato.
I mean, you know, me and Lazalil, we had a good thing going, but I don't know if that's gonna still be a thing. But yeah, I guess you might be the only one who still kind of stands me. We can, you know, we come from a different time in the way now. Kind of like we're time travelers, that kind of way, you know.
So that's a no.
That's a maybe.
That's a no or a yes.
That's
I
a,
mean,
if
she
you want
also
me, I'll
runs,
stay.
like,
Or...
an engineering company. It's not like he's going to go back without a job.
Yeah. That's it. Well, you can. We could always use capable people.
Do you think you need a bonny boy to do some bonny work?
Do we need 3 engineers?
Well,
We
might do one of bigger
other things.
Yeah.
Also,
Especially on
does
a
the
bigger ship as
kobold
well.
count as an engineer, really?
He's helpful. He might need some direction.
I think it was more the dwarf, Cyrus, and Days.
Oh.
Yeah, but Days is more just like an off-duty fighter pilot, isn't she? Really?
I mean, they could
These
throw
would be a
you up.
pilot first. but she has. She's a war.
Look, Daze has a job. It's Astra's girlfriend.
A very important job. Takes a full time.
That's Astra's emotional support rabbit.
I mean, if we
She's got a
get
little
taken on this
coloured vest
crew,
and everything.
Do not
Working,
pet.
do not distract.
Yeah.
I suppose it would free you up, Cyrus. To
Yeah.
kind of do as you want and help with like shipboarding and stuff rather than being stuck in the engine room.
Cyrus and Sunshine.
It'd also
like,
be good to
hey,
know
how's it
the
going?
person.
What are you doing in this fight? Nothing really. I don't really do much.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I just kind of eat food.
Whole ass fight, and it just cuts to Cyrus and Sunshine, and Cyrus trying to teach Sunshine to play Go Fish for the millionth time. Like, no,
Oh.
see, you did have twos. They're right there.
Oh, that's a Z.
Cyrus becomes the morale
Yeah.
officer of the ship.
Volgir will just turn around and go, "Yep, you're staying." And then he'll turn around to Cyrus and says, "Your turn to teach Sunshine how to use that
Do you
control."
have any eights? No. No, Sunshine, I can see that you're holding eights. It's
I'm
the
not eating
only
anything.
one that looks like this.
But I'm not eating anything. We're playing cards. We're not having food.
The number 8.
The number
Eat.
8 what?
Numbers go that high?
Eight.
I swear they stop at
It's
5.
just lots of 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s.
Yeah. With
It's 13 cards. It's 4 cards, 13 of each.
Maybe while we're here, we could pick up some, like, kids card games, you know?
Yeah.
Like Snap.
yeah.
Numbers.
Uno.
A number card game. How to teach people to teach
Pictures.
young.
Snap
Yeah.
of pictures.
But yeah, so you so Lazalil will go off on her own after upgrading your ship, leaving your crew as it stands to be obviously the 5 of you, Sunshine, Durlf, Fizz, and Diaz as well. And Dragon if you count him as a member of the crew, if you don't count him as Volgir's
Of course.
assistant.
And there's also a unicorn in the hold.
There is a unicorn.
Are we
Is the unicorn coming with us?
inviting the unicorn to dinner?
Didn't one of the places that we go to have like a magical pet pen?
Yeah.
You don't.
There's probably somewhere that we've been that serves
wasn't that-
unicorn as
that
well.
wasn't-
Eat people food.
Maybe they can. I don't know.
They can't eat. But can they eat people food?
I don't know, Cyrus. I'm not a unicorn.
You know what? Astra's
I'm
gonna go
asking
down and ask-
Astra.
Astra's also
Astra's gonna
not a
ask
unicorn.
Laravel if she'd want to go.
There you go down.
She's the one that got the unicorn.
Oh, don't
Leave it
invite
up
the
to Laravel to decide.
don't invite the unicorn.
You brought Tewa to fancy dinners.
That was different.
Why is that different?
Because it's different.
Because it's why.
Explain. Explain.
That was a member of the crew. Just
Oh,
getting
so
a
the unicorn's
lift.
just a passenger.
Yes.
Why am I defending the unicorn?
I don't know.
You go down to Laravel.
Why are you defending the unicorn?
I don't know. Funny. Comparing unicorn to chimera.
He's just playing
One
devil's
heals,
advocate.
one
Don't let it get the
kills.
better of him. It's in his blood.
Thank you.
Laravel, we're gonna get some food. You're welcome to join, but I don't know if it'll be too crowded or too much people food, as Cyrus said. But you're more than welcome to.
I am capable of eating many things, I suppose. Way.
Okay.
I would quite like to join if there would be space for me. I am aware that I'm not the most practical due to my size and lack of ability to sit in a chair.
We've had worse to deal with in terms of size, so it's fine.
Then I will come along.
I feel like Astra gives Cyrus like a sticks her tongue out. I was like, there. Shut up.
So,
You're more
do
like-
we know where we're going to eat, by the way? Because I need to decide if this is a pants occasion or a no pants occasion.
If you maybe
Every occasion should be a pants occasion, Barrels. We've been
No,
over
no, no,
this.
At least while you're still regrowing your hair.
I've grown out my
It's all
hair.
grown back
Can you
by
not
now.
see?
It's a little
in your
patchy in some
your
places.
horns all grown back.
Yeah, but now I've seen what's
It's one of
under
them.
the hair. I know. I know things that I don't want to know.
So
Why don't
there-
you just go and put on a pair of my pants, since I know you have at least one of them somewhere?
I have like 5 pairs now.
Aha! I knew it was you!
You
I
can
knew it was you that was
pants.
taking my pants!
I didn't even know
I li-
you owned 5 pairs of pants, Cyrus.
I had to keep buying them because Barrels kept stealing them!
I literally paid one of the kobolds to steal your pants.
You go out into the step off the ship, like, you know, getting ready to go, and you see there's a new stall set up that wasn't there before, and it's Slink's pants stealing service. But yeah, you would know
Built
from
that so fast.
you would know from the last time that you were at the cult, he got paid fucking 500,000 shits. You know from the last time that you were at the Cult Exchange Center, there were several restaurants. There was Savannah's Pride, which was the restaurant that you guys went to before. It's like a Leonin cuisine. There is also the Infernal Ember, Seraph's Bounty, Emberfang Den, the Scaled Supremacy, Prowler's Feast, and the Serpent's Table. All featuring cuisines across the Draconic Conclave and the Celestial Reach. There is no bird folk restaurant there.
That's because birdfolk cuisine is we are starving to death on our polluted planet.
There's also no gnome or halfling restaurant.
That's because
either.
fuck gnomes.
We go for with dwarvish food this time.
There is no dwarvish food. We're in the wrong place.
All the dwarves who would have been here, unfortunately, the war going on. There
We could
probably
get
is
devil
like
food.
there's an old like all closed up, like, you know, boarded up, like, you know, whenever you solve the war and unlock later in the game, it's all boarded up and you see this old, and it's called like the Rock Grub or something, like an old like the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh man, they used to have a Hard
Every
Rock
war-
Cafe here.
It's the Hard Rock
If we-
Cafe, and it's a very famous dwarvish chain.
If we walk past it, I'll just go to about investment.
Do you know how to cook, Volgir?
No.
No.
What do you mean investment?
It's to buy a restaurant.
But
A derelict restaurant.
it's a chain. I've eaten at many of Hard Rock Cafe.
I know. Let's buy the chain.
Here?
Anywhere, everywhere.
Aren't all the dragons racist?
They can't be totally racist. They've got celestial cuisine and...
Yeah.
That's because they don't want to piss your kind off.
How is everyone dressing up for dinner as well? I think this is an important question.
All tuxedo, no pants. And I will ask for a discount because I'm not buying the pants.
They will give you a discount. Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We have multiple suit trousers. We don't have to sell them all at once. Most
got
people we actually
fancy-
buy is they buy 2 pairs. So
We got fancy clothes for something. What
Yeah,
was
Cyrus is probably wearing his fancy shirt that Atlas bought him.
it? Ash are probably wearing that.
Yeah.
He's probably
I-
still wearing his like standard trousers, like his engineer trousers, but he's wearing the fancy shirt at least.
You know what
I'll
makes me
buy
laugh?
Volgir a
Those
matching
clothes
suit
are
as well.
fine quality, which is what Atlas's regular adventuring clothes are.
I think, well, yeah, Volgir's probably just changed his shirt, splashed his face with a bit of water. Trousers are still covered in everything.
Durlv and Fizz both don't have a change of clothing, so they just wear like what they normally wear, which for Durlv is like an engineered jumpsuit, and Fizz has like just like a little utility belt, like a few like a little like scrabbly kind of like scrappy clothing that he can
Because
like
you
wear a little
just got paid.
hodgepodge.
Can I recommend you buy a shirt?
Well, you guys are making us go for dinner straight away. I only just got paid.
I know. I just for next time maybe buy a shirt.
We can do that. That's fine. I just haven't had time. I got a lot of things that I want to buy. I want to buy many things. I got a list. He holds up a little like page, and there's like 8 things on the list.
Can I read the list?
Can you speak
Yeah,
Draconic?
No.
Can I read it?
Oh wait,
the list?
but I have an attachment.
A
The
list for an
attachment
hour.
varies cruelly.
Thanks,
Does not
sir.
let you read. It lets you understand spoken
Can I
dialect.
read the list?
You can read the list.
I want to read the list as
The
well.
list reads in very crude handwriting: acid, alchemist fire, centipedes, handful, slime, preferably green, rot grub, handful, scorpion, singular, skunk, singular, whole wasp nest, wasps included.
Okay, strike everything living off that list.
Now you can't make me.
Everything living off that list, especially the rot grubs.
No.
I don't
I'm
know what a
sorry,
rot
what?
grub is, but I don't want it on the ship.
They're good.
Also,
I am not
there is
waking
no
up
way
to
you can have a
either-
scorpion. You
Why
go in
not?
our vents a lot.
So?
Yeah, and ditto for the wasp nest. I'm not waking up with a skunk in my bed. No.
I used to have a very strong weapon. A great invention of mine. It's called a scorpion on a stick.
Is it a scorpion tied to a stick?
It is. And then you poke people with the scorpion and it stabs them because it's angry.
Buy a sword.
No, I'm bad with swords. I'm very good with scorpion on stick.
Then buy a spear.
I love the
If I
idea
was
of
to use
scorpion on a stick.
I would get a +4 to hit, I'll have you know. It's on my stat block. It is at
What
the
if
end
we
of a
just got
5-foot
you-
long pole.
What if we got you just a pointy stick?
I mean, the scorpion
wanna
does a lot
buy-
of the
I'm
work,
gonna
to be
buy him a
honest. I just
scorpion
kinda
on a
waggle it
stick.
in the random direction. It does a lot of the thrusting. I just do the aiming.
Maybe scorpion on a stick. No skunks.
I know
bugs.
skunks. I used to keep a skunk in a small 1 foot by 1 foot cage. And then I would
Definitely animal cruelty.
Because your
it's fine.
bedroom is
I
5
also
foot
let the
by
skunk
5
out,
foot.
and then the skunk would then randomly spray people around me. Sometimes me with the smell, and then I'd have to catch it again.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Why didn't you
Veto.
just have the skunk face the inside of the box and then point the box at people so you could aim the skunk?
That seems like too, you can't just make the skunk. I think the motivation of the skunk wanted to spray me, to be honest, a lot of the time. The wasp nest is good, though. The wasp is really good. You put the wasp nest in a bag, right? And you throw the bag, and then it opens up, and the wasps go fucking everywhere. You know, it's great. I'm a big fan of that one. That's one of my best
But
inventions.
what are you gonna do
My
with
brother
the
did
wasps
that one
in the
time.
meanwhile?
He got bit a whole bunch.
Oh, I just keep them in the
The
bag.
what? Do wasps make honey?
No.
Oh.
No.
Wasps
consider
only
getting
exist for one
bees.
thing. It's to be angry.
Let's go to dinner.
Okay.
Well, then I'll give
Atlas
Volga
is,
his matching
Atlas's fancy clothes, horrifying
matching
plague
tuxedo.
mask.
The vulgars
I
have no
will take-
pants.
No, Volga
matching.
has it has pants, but it has Bolga trading coat like written over the
Oh.
juicy.
Nice. You could probably
I will
like
get
for
it.
a
I
little
will
bit
just
extra
be like-
money. You could probably go to like a metal worker and get like a
that
nice little like.
Montade.
You could get like a lapel badge, or even like if you had like a cravat to get like a stick pin with it like on it, or like your logo.
And you hand it to Volga. Volga goes, "Yes, it begins. Our empire has started."
Sunshine will wear his kind of like nicer kind of like attire that he's had before. 'Cause I think you did go somewhere a little bit fancy with Sunshine before. Kind of like a nice fitting, kind of like tight fitting, like shirt. Kind of open buttons, like a button-up shirt.
Oh, Sunshine wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Wild.
It looks like it's ready to pop open at any moment, though. Like at any moment, it's like taut. Like the buttons are all like barely
Just
holding
waiting for someone to ask him to make his
I'm
back
sold out for
stance.
dear life.
Yeah. And he's got like these like quite nice long like trousers as well. Kind of does a pair. He also doesn't wear shoes. And if you ask him why, he's like just doesn't feel right, to be honest. I like to feel where I'm walking. Got claws.
Yeah, shoes were not made for bird feet either.
Daze slots it up a bit. Daze is in her usual high boots, fishnets, mini skirt, leather jacket, and crop top. Her fishnets are immediately lost in her fur because that's how fur would interact with fishnets. But they're just a little. Her fur has like a little hexagonal
It's a
like
little bit
pattern,
of a
like
grid.
you just see like a little like pattern, but you can't see the fishnets. But you're like, she's clearly wearing fishnets because like the fur is like all
So
honeycomb.
what you're telling me is it looks like when the rats used to lay on like the mesh
Yeah.
platforms and all that fur would just
And poking through in like the little groups. And yeah. And all of you head for dinner. Where is it you want to go? Do you want to go back to
let's try somewhere new.
press menu if you want? So you got Infernal Ember, which is Devil Cuisine. There is Saras Bounty, which focuses on Asimar cuisine. The Emberfang Den is Draconic. The Scaled Supremacy is Lizard Folk. Prowler's Feast is Tabaxi. And the Serpent's Table is Yuan-Ti.
I vote the Devil Place because it'd be funny to see Cyrus there.
Second.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Seconded. Thirded.
It's gonna be really spicy.
We're outnumbered. He's outnumbered.
I'll eat anywhere but the lizard folk place. I've heard rumors about what they eat.
I was gonna say, since we're in Dragon in Space, why don't we eat at the Dragon Place and actually taste the local
We've
cuisine?
been eating the local cuisine for like a week now.
Okay, try Celestial. Have a bit of home.
Or Tabaxi.
Aren't we going home in like a week or so?
As Cyrus
your
says
home?
we should eat Tabaxi, Diaz crossed her arms like, I eat a lot of pussy.
Devils it is.
Yeah.
And Sunshine's like, what do you mean you that's I thought you were vegan. She's like, never mind. So where are you going?
Devil.
The Infernal.
The
Infernal
Infernal
Ember?
Ember.
Yep.
Alrighty. It's a pretty high-end looking establishment, like darkly elegant. As you kind of come in, like you're kind of hitting immediately these like sense of these like decadent, kind of like rich spices. There is an open, open kitchen, so you can like see the chefs all behind, like cooking away. There are no devils here. There is a good few tieflings. The odd Asimar with a similar kind of like horn situation that Cyrus would have.
Look, Cyrus, that guy looks like you, but if you had two horns.
Thank you, Atlas.
The restaurant is dimly lit by these like big ember lanterns. A lot of obsidian and brass decor kind of lit this place. All the servers are dressed in tailored deep red attire with like a little black gold trim. And as you kind of enter, the little maitre d' is like, "Hello, mortals. Have you come to feast?"
Yes, that is how restaurants work.
Indeed. We shall make sure that your every whim is satiated. Follow me. And he whisks his big tail cloak and like leads you along. You're brought to this like big round table where you all can like sit around. Does anyone want to sit next to anyone in particular?
No, but
Not
I will
particularly.
purposely sit in a way that forces Astra and Daze to sit together to
Okay.
good wingman.
Yeah, Daze is fine with that.
Like, I'm gonna wait for people to start sitting down and then be like, oh no, I'm sitting right here.
I'll be sat next to Volgear and I'll bring out the trade books
Yeah.
and just start
Yeah,
going
the
for
I'm
ledger.
just gonna sit on the opposite side of the table from those two.
Yeah.
You kind of are sitting near the edge of the table, probably, Cyrus, then, and it's probably a good thing too, because you're like the maitre d' kind of like leading you over, looks down at Fizz, and then comes back a few minutes later with like a little like high chair, like puts it there, and Fizz climbs up and sits in it, so you can like reach the table properly. You're all given these obsidian tablets, which magically
How
grow.
the fuck do we fit the unicorn around the table?
Oh, the unicorn's just standing.
Okay.
She's at the same side of the high chair, just like,
Unicorn looks a little bit uncomfortable with the restaurant choice.
It is what it is.
You see that you're obviously given these like obsidian tablets which have the menu and they kind of glow with these like infernal runes which shift to your like a preferred language, and you can like select it basically via like speaking to it. Effectively it changes something you can read, but they all default to infernal initially. The menu is pretty extensive. The cocktails and drinks probably draw your eye first. There is Hellfire Whiskey for 20 gold pieces of glass, a Fiend's Kiss cocktail for 15 gold pieces, Abyssal Brew, which is 12 gold pieces, Eternal Embers, 18 gold pieces, or Charred Vine Red, which is a infernal wine that even Cyrus would have heard from. It's 30 gold a bottle. The prices are in gold and shits, so they're 20 gold / 2,000 hits. Food-wise as well, the starters and main courses kind of where you like tickle your fancy first. You have Brimstone Bites, Hellfire Tartare, Blazing Bone Marrow, Infernal Claw. And the main courses are Pit Lord's Feast, which is some kind of big like steak like dish. Soul Flame Braised Ribs, Demon's Delight, which is some kind of like a roasted like drake dish, Hellborn Stew, and Molten Emberfish. As you're all kind of like perusing menus, and it's like, oh, this sounds good. It's like muttering away, like.
Volgers look at me. Good thing I left a Dragon back at the ship, staring at the roasted drake.
You see, like behind the open kitchen, like there's this big open, like huge big grill where they're grilling it. And Cyrus, you would recognize that the fire that you're cooking with is hellfire.
Oh, wonderful.
The smell is sulfurous, unmistakable smell of hellfire.
Right.
The smells of home.
Who's up for some whiskey?
I will take a glass.
Meros, you joining me?
No, I'm taking the wine. I'm gonna take it easy and.
Ladies,
I'll take
I'll
the
try
whiskey.
the wine.
whiskey, wine, days.
I'm gonna go for the Abyssal Brew. It has like a coffee thing in it. It looks good.
Cool. Relay to the server.
Round of drinks comes. The Hellfire whiskey is this whiskey. It feels like it's served hot. Like as you pick up the glass feels like it's come straight out of the dishwasher. And you see it's got this beautiful like reddish ruby hue to it. Bring it to the nose, it has this like peppery kind of essence straight on the nose. And as you take your first sip, all of you apart from anyone who has fire resistance, you begin to like almost feel it like sweat, like almost begins to like reel off you from that first sip of the Hellfire whiskey. And it has this lovely cinnamon note to it as well.
Looking at Cyrus, goes back. Oh, very nice.
The wine is a deep red infernal wine. It is very full-bodied, really, really dark in the glass. It has a warming property you'd almost put similar to like a brandy, where it kind of like warms your insides a little bit. And it has this beautiful smoky aftertaste as well, which goes in really well. Days basically just gets an espresso martini, but it has like Guinness in it. Basically what it is.
Okay then.
Not sure if that sounds nice or horrible.
This is where Harry tells us he's made one.
It's not bad. Yeah. Sunshine probably gets the like some whiskey as well, and like Fizz probably goes like the Fiend's Kiss. It sounds almost easy to drink. It's served this big black crystal chalice. He's like, oh, like, having a drink like that. And Daryl probably just sticks to the whiskey as well. Easily pleased in that sense. You order your food. Food all comes down. Starters first. Whatever you will get. And the Brimstone Bites are these little small bits of like charred black bread with cheese drizzled with molten honey. The Hellfire Tartare is finely minced beef, which Cyrus, you're pretty sure is some kind of like the texture looks like stuff you would have had back on Abaddon. Beef is a questionable term that you would apply to it.
Infernal chickens.
It's mixed with devil's mustard and spicy crimson peppers, served with shadow crisp crackers. Sunshine gets the blazing bone marrow, which they actually bring out a huge like tibia that's been cut in half, and they like scrape the full bone marrow out onto the plate for him, and then pour some Hellfire whiskey down it, and he does a shot through the bone and has a great time. And he like mops up all the marrow on the plate. And if anyone got the Infernal Claw, it is a deep-fried abyssal crustacean claw. It's like fucking huge. Like for a starter, it's massive. It's like this thing is probably big enough to like it like hurt someone like if it was alive. Like if whoever fucking harvests these must be brave. And yeah, they have this like beautiful sauce drizzled all over it. This like boiling hot butter sauce, which goes down really well. So all of you maybe have a little bit of that. Daze has a hard time picking a vegan starter. Daze ends up getting charred black bread, and that's it. Because everything else is either honey or meat or cheese. She's the only one diet requirement that we know of. Main course wise, the Pit Lord's Feast is a fucking 12-ounce abyssal steak. It comes out on an obsidian plate. And you notice that all the plates that come out and the cutlery, when you pick them up, they're like warmed, like as if magically warmed to the touch to keep the food warm and at a good temperature. But this comes out served with like ember roasted root vegetables and this black lava salt on top. The braised ribs are basically these like slow cooked ribs. They have been covered in like a hellfire whiskey glaze and honey, paired with nice some like mash from the same kind of root vegetables you had before, like a little like smashed together. The Demon's Delight is the drake, the spit roasted flame drake, seasoned with ember peppers and sort of sulfur rice. It's like real fucking spicy. The Hellborn Stew is this like at the table. It's brought out this big like little mini like bowl basically of this still bubbling stew of abyssal meat, ghost peppers, crimson lentils, and the spoon, the handle of the spoon, very pleasant to hold. And the top of the spoon, as you bring it to your mouth, like it almost would burn the tongue. Like it was like I think drop it on your mouth from above. And the molten emberfish is one of Cyrus's probably least favorites. It is lava grilled infernal eel wrapped in shadow leaf and then served with seared starfruit. Daze gets another side of some black bread because it's the only thing she can eat. She doubles up on that and then has another 2 cocktails to go down with it.
The steak comes with vegetables. Could you not just ask for
They're cooked in
vegetables?
meat broth.
I don't trust it. I genuinely don't. I asked him, like, can this be done vegan? And he said, and then he didn't reply. So I'm just gonna play it safe and get the bread because the bread is bread. Like, they're not gonna.
Maybe we can get the starfruit thing from the other place
Yeah,
after
I can
this.
get something else. I mean, the desserts won't have meat in them. Surely the desserts. I can have a dessert.
I want to know if Owlin have the thing where like birds can't taste spice.
I like if the second she says, well, the bread's just bread, and you see the chef go, in the background.
Dave's just like goes,
Chef
pushing her plate away from herself.
bone broth into the bread mix. But yeah, do Owlin have the thing birds have where they just can't taste spice? Like Atlas is just there eating like the spiciest shit. Like, yeah, it's alright.
Cyrus might be the same now, considering he's immune to fire.
I've got resistance.
He's having the ribs. 100% he's having the ribs.
I don't think
Because I
resistance
would
to
have the
fire
ribs.
is the
I want
same
the
as
ribs.
spice, because spice isn't hot.
Spice is not fire.
Spice isn't heat. Spice is like a.
I imagine he's used to this sort of food though.
Yeah.
Considering he grew up on Abaddon.
It's like taking
Oh,
an
you did
Indian
leave
out for
for, like,
spicy
a ton of
food, you know? You're gonna be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I like to think
Unless
that
you-
Atlas is just matching Cyrus's spice tolerance, and he's like, how the hell?
The fuck?
Astra's guzzling the wine because she is struggling.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally in Astra's notes that she can't handle spicy foods.
Maybe we'll get you like ice cream or something later.
See.
Yeah, well,
Speaking
I've
of,
been out
Atlas is
before.
like eating with one hand and still writing notes in her book with the other.
No, I've been out before with someone who was like, I don't taste spice. You can order the spiciest thing for me and I will not taste it. So we said that to the Indian chef that we went to at the Indian, and he came out and the thing must have, like, we were crying from across the table. And the guy took a whiff of it and he started coughing. You challenge your chef to make a spicy dish, he won't make a spicy dish.
We
Quite
went
surprisingly,
out-
the unicorn quite happy to eat meat.
Why not? We went
unicorn
out with
gets,
my
like, an
dad's friend
infernal claw.
once with his 2 little kids who were like 3 and 5, and they both got spicier food than my entire family did because they're like Sri Lankan. Like, this 3-year-old is showing me up. But yeah, Atlas is munched with one hand, right with the other. It seems to just be writing down like what people are eating and shit. Like, it's just taking notes at random.
Does she make anyone else nervous when she does that?
To be honest,
No,
I
you
thought she
kinda get
nipped it in
used
the
to it.
bud like a while ago. Maybe I've just not been paying attention.
I think it's like if there was a buzzing noise, you eventually drone out the buzzing noise. That's kind of how I see Atlas taking her notes. She just takes notes.
Fair enough.
I got lazy about it when I had Tawar around, and I have missed so much.
A lot of catching up to do. And as you all kind of like finish your main courses, your server comes back over, clears its way, comes back down with the obsidian tablets again. This time they have the dessert menu on them. There is a lovely selection of coffees on there, and some teas as well.
Oh look, they do meat jelly.
The desserts are Ashen Delight, which is a charcoal-infused chocolate lava cake, served with abyssal cream, a brimstone brulee, which is a spiced custard with a caramelized top, and then flaming cherries, which are infernal cherries flambéed in brandy, and then drizzled over a dark chocolate sponge.
Fucking great.
Is the chocolate like completely dark, like vegan dark? I'll have to check with the chef. Okay, then it's not. Can I get just the cherries then? Like, just don't give me any of the sponge. Just double up on the cherries.
Need to finish in the secret ones.
Cyrus will order tea and lava cake.
Do you want to?
Astrid gets
The coffee. The coffee.
Yeah,
Does it come with biscuits?
we do have a little small shortcake that comes with the coffee, a little shortbread.
I'll have 15 of those.
Of the coffees?
No, the shortbread.
Normally, so we only give this out with the coffee. They're normally complimentary with the coffee.
Fine, I'll take 15 coffees.
Very good, sir. Of course. Yes, certainly.
Eros is not sleeping tonight. He is on watch.
This will be like, "Okay, are you gonna? If you want, I'll have some coffee. I was gonna get coffee, but are you gonna drink all that coffee?
I drink like maybe a couple of cups. I need something to dip the shortbread.
I'm good. I don't need dessert. I'm just gonna have coffee. It's fine.
Have you got a thermos that we can pour it into?
They're also walking out of here like.
Vibrating.
Just the whole way back to the ship.
just like bouncing off the ceiling in the cockpit, just like bouncing all around the ship.
Yeah, your desserts
You
come
walk
back.
in. Yeah.
Desserts come out, and you will eat your desserts. These will round up her meal by getting another cocktail. Sunshine has gone through a couple of whiskeys as well. Durv the same couple of whiskeys. Fizz has been pretty good. Fizz like only had that first drink to start off with, but he does have 5 coffees, and he's very small.
Fizz
Oh, no.
vibrating out of here.
Oh yeah. I don't really get coffee that often, so it's hard to come by.
He's vibrating so much he's phasing through the chair.
Oh god, he's entered a new frequency.
This is great.
I'll also have a fair few whiskeys and.
Yep. Is anyone drinking to excess with their dinner?
I mean, I'll be celebrating.
Cyrus is probably drinking more to get through the dinner. He's like, yeah, I like, it's food that I know,
And
but I don't fucking
every
like the
time they come up to the
atmosphere.
table, they probably make little quiffs to Cyrus and stuff, and they say things along the line of like, what would they refer to you as? They probably would call you like my lord and stuff, because you're someone of like the same fiendish heritage that they hold.
Oh, he hates it so much.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would.
And that's when Burroughs just starts referring to him as my lord all evening.
My lord. Yeah.
And then like 7 coffees in, my lord, 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 my lord.
Lord. Lord.
Is there a bar here? But
So this is gonna be the-
individual bar here.
Yes, so in the middle of the Cultural Exchange Center, so all the restaurants like are on the side, and in the middle there's this beautiful like water feature in the center, which serves as the backing to this circular bar, which serves drinks kind of out to this little small area, like open space in the middle of the courtyard. The station above is like open, like a lot of like obviously glass, and you can it's like overlooking like just this beautiful like shot of the whole sector. You can see like the huge glowing star. You can see the little stars in the distance, planets as well floating around.
I'll go to the bartender. But a lot of nice wines, nice cocktails here, and there's a lot of nice alcohol.
Yes, indeed, we do.
The Dragonborn says.
And by any chance, are you in the market for some extra bougie alcohol?
Oh God.
You could certainly be tempted, I suppose.
I have a bottle in my possession of ancient Moreau wine.
You see
Very
your
hard
eyes
to
like
come by.
light up.
It is indeed quite something hard to come by. I would probably have a few direct buyers who'd be interested in such a thing. The dragons do enjoy hoarding history, some of them.
So, I could do a deal.
Certainly. What are you thinking? What do you have in mind?
Let's start the negotiations at 1.5 million chits.
That is a lot for my blood, but I might be able to get a buyer as a middleman. I wouldn't be able to just buy that from you. I don't have that kind of money. I just work here. But I have a few regulars who come in every now and again. I could maybe set up a connection. Or if you want, I could speak to my boss and see if they want to buy it for the business and see if the business want to buy it. But I don't know if they'll go for that.
If the business will buy it, I can sell it a little bit cheaper. I know that you've got to make some money on it.
Yeah, maybe. I would check with it. I just don't have access to like.
Of course, I
company's chits.
understand.
Sure. Well, I'm Velrax. And you look at this like red. He's like a red scale dragonborn. He's like these like really like charming like golden eyes. And he's like, yeah, you know, we can see what we can do. I'll
I got to go.
Yeah. Who are you?
Captain Barry Ladshaw of the Chimera.
Chimera. That is the ship that brought the leader of the Metallic Alliance aboard, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you might be quite something. Okay. Sure. Have you come up like alone or like with your group? Like have your group all left the restaurant, like come to get drinks at this bar as well, and you're also like just striking on a business deal, or have you like come out of your way to like?
I've come out my way.
Okay. He goes like, we do have a secret, a VIP lounge below the Obsidian Vale. I could, a few people I've kind of told them that they tend to drink down there, and some of them are there right now. If you think that would be something you'd be interested in.
Girl's just gonna get murdered by a fucking assassin.
Let me see if my group would like to go drinking down there.
Certainly, of course, yes. Just give me a shout, give me a wave.
Sure. And I'll go over.
Chat to you, Barry.
And you. And I'll walk over. So, I may have gotten us into the VIP club. We are celebrating after all.
Thought we were going somewhere else.
I thought we were going to get Dave's actual food and then heading home.
I forgot sometimes how boring you can all be sometimes.
Oh, come on, let's have fun. I can eat another time. I got plenty of time to eat.
They might have bar snacks.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly, and plus you don't need to eat if you replace it with alcohol.
I think she should have something in her stomach other than cherries.
I've got bread
And
as
bread.
well.
You will get that for it to go, and then we'll go.
Sure, sounds good.
I
That's
mean,
good,
if you're
good compromise.
really desperate, I do have like a packet of biscuits
You don't
somewhere.
want that pack of
I
biscuits,
don't want.
Days.
I don't want those.
Everybody wants that packet of biscuits.
No one
Astor.
does, Barros.
You
You should
don't know
throw
what you're
those
talking
away.
about. You don't know what you're talking about. Everybody wants my packet of biscuits.
Where's the VIP bar? Also, how did you get
No,
invited to the VIP bar? Who'd you do?
I said that I was looking to sell something. They said that the people down there might be more interested.
Oh, good business for
Something
chiming.
you?
What?
Just wondering, like, traders aren't VIPs. What are you selling?
No, something exclusive. I picked it up on here, and he'll take out the little
I'm not against it. I'm just
No.
wondering.
the little Kenku statue. I was told it was worth a lot of money.
Yeah, to a weirdo. Nobody cares about Kenku shit.
Apparently, it's an artifact. I had it appraised while we were out shopping.
Gonna make a little
Ryan's
deception
face
check.
of
Barros?
not agreement.
Sure.
Make an insight check if you want. If you're suspicious of
I'm
Barros.
suspicious
I
of
feel like
barrels.
Astra's suspicious. It's like. It's a kinky.
21. Just because I'll use my.
Astra and Atlas are both on you. These is like, I'm just gonna go get some food and come back. I think it's gonna take a hot second. She slips away.
Atlas will just lean into Astra and be like, he's absolutely selling drugs.
He's selling something. It smells like BS to me.
It would explain how Volgir and Barros have made so much money in such a
Are
short
we
amount
drug
of time.
mules? I thought we were traders, but now I'm wondering if we're drug mules.
It explains why people want to attack us a lot.
Yeah, I'm not against us being drug mules.
Barros, they're onto us.
Run! Scatter!
Barros runs straight into a pole.
Alright, let's go to this VIP area and sell our
Hope we don't get
wares.
killed by a cartel.
We're
Do
not
we
gonna get
have
killed
to?
by
Did it have to be this VIP?
I mean,
It's
you
not
you
a
can go
devil
home,
VIP
Cyrus, but
area. It's a
I'm
different
buying
bar
drinks.
altogether.
Last
You're
time we
buying
left Barros
drinks.
on his own.
Why are you
He,
being
it
such
didn't go
a...
in well.
Like, just because we took you to the devil place, now you're all sulky?
I'm not sulky. I'm just.
You're so
No, that
You're a
can't be
little
right.
sulky.
What if there was a bar that
my
I
love
don't
would
know
never
just
be so.
reminded you of how shit your planet was?
The bar in question is not related to the restaurant. It's like independent.
Oh, never
It's like in
mind.
the middle of the exchange. So like, so they give you an idea. The exchange is like
It's
this
like-
big circular room.
I
There's
thought
a
it was
fountain
the
in the middle of
VIP
the bar.
in the bar.
Yeah,
No, like
and then
the bar in the
all
middle
the
of
rest
like
is like
a.
a round. It's like almost like a food
Airport.
court-esque, and it's like a bar in the middle.
Okay. Okay.
My entire existence reminds me how shit my planet is. I'm not sulky all the time.
you're like
My planet's pretty.
Yeah, I'm not
it's pretty
sulky
good, to
all
be
the
honest.
time, but I have moments and you have moments. We're all allowed moments. Not to mention I have to go back to the fucking planet where I'm from because someone bought a unicorn.
we were going there anyway.
Were we?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. That's where we're going.
Yeah, no, we were in discussions about it. And nobody said that's where we're going. It's like, hey, Astra might want to go here, and I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe, and like, never.
These comes back
See,
around
that-
this point.
that-
She's got like a little flatbread and like a takeaway box. She's like munching on it.
If I see Days, I'll just go, Days, you got any salt? Because we've got a very salty person over here that can salt your food for you.
I have some
Just
like
point
little
to Cyrus.
sachets that they gave me to take away with. Yeah, I guess.
Can I borrow one of them?
I think you were meant to
Yeah,
say,
hang on.
do you want salt, Volgir? If you're gonna fucking make a pun, do it right.
Let's just go to this bar.
Oh, my lord is upset. Everybody back out. No more jokes at Cyrus.
At this point, I feel like this conversation of every time someone called Cyrus my lord, it was the emperor going up the staircase. My lord Barros, my lord Astra, my lord Atlas, my lord Volgir, my lord. Nah, go fuck yourself. My lord, go fuck yourself. My lord, go fuck yourself.
Have we
Robot
reached the?
No.
Have we reached that now?
Let's go to
Yes.
our fancy
Oh, no,
drug bar
no.
then.
I like the second part to that where he gets kicked off and goes through the door, and there's the stormtrooper that's laid on the lounge chair, and he goes, "My lord," and he goes, "Go fuck yourself," as he falls.
Like an Eddie Izzard skit. sounds like an
It's
Eddie.
not.
It's robot chicken.
1 second.
Same era.
Same era.
Era
Same
needs
era.
them fucking stand up and use.
There you go.
Um,
I'm sending it to the chat anyway, so people can see it later.
But yeah, so you go back to the bar. The Dragon Ball bartender kind of has a little warm smile. He takes you around to where the bar, like entrances to the circular bar. He comes out from behind it. He presses his key, his like little ring, into the bar top, which glows. And then a small little spiral staircase appears in the floor just behind the bar top, and he gestures you to go ahead.
Walking.
Yeah, not follow.
Make your way down.
Follow.
We haven't long rested, sure we haven't.
Nope.
Why
Okay.
would
Nope.
you do that? Sure. You could have had a short rest during your dinner if you would like, if you're worried.
Also, it's not the hit points I'm worried about.
I'll take a short
Yeah, hit
rest.
points I'm fine with.
Spells.
I'm
As
pretty
you
fine with spells.
come to the bottom of the stairs, there are these two robotic individuals flanking the bottom of the stairs. They have outstretched these like razor sharp looking blades that kind of cross, and both their heads are faced towards you. State your name.
Barry Lightshoe and crew? Or do we have to
Welcome
do
to the
individual names?
Obsidian Vale, Barry Lightshoe, and the blades shing part, allowing you to enter. Beyond it, you see that there is a this must be on the opposite side of the like platform you were just on. The gravity actually must reverse at some point when you're going down those stairs, because it's throwing you off because it didn't feel like it did, but there was also 180 degrees of glass on this side showing you the other side of the actual system here. But the sun is not on this side at this moment. It's like all more like smaller stars, the distant smaller planets, like, you know, things like that. In the center of the room there is a like little like a seating booth. There's plush seating arranged all around, and in the like in the middle of the seating booth, in the middle, there's like a little obsidian fire pit, which kind of like is burning away. There is a tiefling who kind of like is moving around serving people. Seems to be taking orders and then bringing them to the table there, and it looks like it is all being dispensed from a small little dumbwaiter that probably connects to the bar upstairs, or above you, or whatever, below you, whatever way gravity is pulling right now. Sitting around, there are a few individuals. There is a two people sat together. There is a Asimar and a humanoid-looking person, like a human looking man, but something looks a bit off about him. There is also a table of a white dragonborn, a blue dragonborn, and a fire ganassi who is clad in dark navy amalgamate armor.
How many people have ghosts?
Around
How many
them,
people look like me with ghosts?
How many people have ghosts?
the Asimar, the Yuan-Ti, that table are both, there's both tables around their table. It's hard to tell if it's one or both of them.
Cyrus just looks at Barros.
What are you looking at me for?
This was your idea.
This was your idea.
All right, go drink. It's a bar. You know how they work?
Fucking smartass. Cyrus goes to the bar.
There is no bar. It's table service.
Fuck. Cyrus sits at a table.
He's at the table. These will grab your hand, Astra, and she'll lead you off to a different booth, just like a few booths away.
Okay. She'll go with.
Yeah. Anyone else in particular? Is anyone going to sit with Cyrus? Anyone trying to follow Astra and Daze?
I'll sit with Cyrus, but I'm watching Barros with great suspicion. Waiting for the
Yeah, I'm
drug
following
deal.
Barros.
Also watching him, it's like, I'm sorry, Days, but he was acting weirder than usual.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I understand that. Alright, Cyrus, you sat down first, so the tiefling man makes his way over to your table first. Hello there, welcome to the Obsidian Vale. I will be your server tonight. I am Nyx. Can I please take your order? We have a lovely selection of rare vintage liqueurs, celestial nectars, infernal elixirs, anything that may tickle your fancy.
You might actually
Sorry.
be able to afford this now. Do you have any Moreau wines?
Do indeed, ma'am. What sort of vintage would you like?
Best you got.
Best or most expensive?
Those are not the same thing.
That is why I've asked.
And this is going to go in a big loop, isn't it?
Best.
Yes.
But I will judge you.
Certainly. Is it up to me to decide?
Yep, go ahead.
The unicorn is like, comes over. I'm getting a bad vibe as they come in. Durrell will also sit with you guys.
You're a horse. What do you know?
Do you
And
drink
Sunshine.
wine or alcohol? Unicorn?
Anyone who watches Sunshine, he will like go to follow Days and then like
Confused.
stops when everyone like splits up. And then he sees more people going one way, so he follows the herd. He's like, okay, it seems weird. I wonder why we split up. And
Pack
he's like,
animal.
like, is there not enough space at the table? Like, we could have got a closer table, surely. Like,
I'll go sit on a table with. I assume Volga's following me.
Yeah, I'm following you along.
But I'll sit across the way from everyone, heightening more suspicion.
So what are you actually trying to sell here?
Oh, I'm trying to sell the wine. Like we've had it for a while. We've had it for a while. I don't think Atlas knows that I swiped it.
I don't know, but she might be pissed if she finds out.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get rid of it, but because I'm trying to kind of consolidate all our wealth to see how much money we have to, buy a new ship. I basically told them upstairs it's worth like 1.5 million. And
That's
they
a
said
fair
that someone down here would potentially. The thing is, though, the showmanship in me would basically want me to announce the selling, and they basically hope on the highest bidder.
Yeah.
But the moment I announce it, I think that Atlas may try and spear me. So I may have to do this discreetly. So I'm going to pay the waiter some gold to see if I can find out any information on these potential sellers.
Okay.
And with that, I'll try and call over the waiter.
Yeah, can I get celestial wine? I wasn't old enough to drink it when I was on Keelan.
certainly, if you're looking to enjoy perhaps a nice radiant blood wine, perhaps that would be to your liking.
Yes, red would be better.
Certainly. A bottle, simply charged. It is 3,000 chits a bottle. That should give you about 4 glasses if you are sparing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. That's 30 gold, Cyrus, for a bottle of radiant blood wine.
Is Atlas buying a bottle as well, or is she buying a glass?
I was just gonna buy a glass, but if you're trying to get drunk, I'm not against it.
And
I
yes,
mean,
is
we
ma'am
could-
looking for a glass of the finest Moreau or the bottle? If you want the best, I would have to sell you a bottle. Unfortunately, ma'am, I can't sell that by the glass. It's not something we get ordered very often.
Oh no, I guess I'll have to get a whole bottle then. Oh no.
Oh no, bottles for each of us.
Okay, so you're gonna get the best Moreau wine that they have.
It might change in a minute.
Is Sunshine and the unicorn and everybody else at our table while Peros and Volkir are at their homely
So
place?
it's Daze and Astra, Volgate and Barros, and then everyone else fits the unicorn, fucking Durl, Sunshine, Cyrus, and Atlas.
Alice, do you want me to like move to the left or something? Because you look like you're keeping an eye on Barros.
I think he might be dealing drugs, and I don't care, but I want to know. Is it weird
We
if
are
I ask
literally
how much that
terrorists.
wine?
Cyrus just like shimmies slightly to the left.
Is it weird if I ask how much that wine is before he gets me it? Because I don't. Like, we have a lot of money, but
I would
family
actually
doesn't.
genuinely would need to go check the cellar, ma'am, to check the price. I wouldn't know it off the top of my head, but we do have some.
Yeah, maybe just make sure I can afford that.
I will not open it for you until you are perfectly happy. That's what you'd like.
Got it.
I'll bring it back
you
with
just
the price. The label we have a small little label on the neck that tells us the price of our current value.
That would be. It's strange to think that a place would come and give you a bottle of wine that you've asked them to provide, and then they open it and go, "Well, we've opened it now. You don't like it. You're still paying for
Yeah,
it."
but
Cyrus was just like,
this place feels a little
That's what you do.
shady, so you never know.
Actually, that is what you're supposed to do. When you taste wine, you're actually tasting for the wine to be off. You're not tasting if you fucking like it. If you're like, I want to order this wine, it comes to your table, that's how they show you, like, is this the wine, sir? Yes. As soon as they say yes, you bought that wine.
If you taste it and it's corked,
Yeah.
can you then be
If
like,
you-
nah?
If it's corked, that's why you taste it. 'Cause you taste it and like, oh sorry, that's actually corked. Like, my apologies. There's clearly been a problem with this bottle.
We will get you some
We
other
will
wine.
not charge you, and then what we will then do as a restaurant is we will contact the fucking supplier or vineyard and say, hey, why was this fucking bottle of wine corked?
okay,
be like,
just
we don't know.
for my stupid ass, what is off and corked? What are they?
If it smells like vinegar or smelly socks, it's off. Or
You know wine vinegar?
Yes.
So that if you leave wine open to the air, that is what it will become.
Yeah. So if a wine cork, most traditionally the cork will fail, which means the cork has a crack in it, or like,
So it loses the seal and the wine goes
and
off.
it oxidizes and the wine turns rancid. So if it smells like smelly socks, it's corked wine.
But they
What's the
don't.
whole thing about letting it breathe? What's that?
That's just to basically let the like the oxygen into the wine, and it basically it opens up the aromas and bouquet, because obviously
Because it's been sealed up for
it's
so
sealed up for
long.
so long.
Okay.
So it basically you're if you huff wine, if you open it, you just get pure fucking everything. But if you let it breathe, it becomes less. The air becomes less alcoholic, because if you inhale straight alcohol, you just blow out your fucking sinuses. So you can't actually appreciate the scent.
And you swirl it in the glass to aerate it, which is to incorporate air into it, because again, then you can taste it better.
Correct.
Not a wine drinker.
Me either. I'm allergic to sulfates, so I'm not supposed to drink.
I like my wine.
I just did.
Cyrus will just like
I did
I will
research
not-
when I
I
did
have
wine
never-
character.
Cyrus will lean into like Atlas and be like, "Why don't you just ask them for the year? Surely you would know if that was a good year."
Not off the top of my head. My family's been making wine for nearly 1,000 years.
Fair enough.
So the Sunshine, Durov, and Fizz will all go for quite a cheap item on the menu. It's only listed for 1,500 chits. It's called Ebonfire Elixir. It's a red whiskey, which is apparently like very popular. Liravel, the unicorn, will say, "Oh, they have Platinum Reserve Ambrosia. I would quite enjoy that. It's 100 gold pieces a glass, or 10,000 chits a glass. Unfortunately, everything else here would have little effect on the Celestial of my standing." Seeing as Cyrus and Atlas are at the table tree up to them, the unicorn doesn't have a purse.
Alice isn't spending money on this unicorn.
Okay. Cyrus, do you want to spend 10,000 chits on a unicorn's drink?
Am I gonna let the unicorn what?
Spend 10,000 chits on a drink.
No! Fuck no!
Then I will just have a water, please. The unicorn will say, looking a bit dejected.
This just got paid.
Pastor doesn't know.
So that's all sorted. The server will deal with this table first, and they'll come back to every two tables. They will go away and come back. They come back with else's drinks. They also come back with a couple bottles of wine. They let Cyrus taste his, assuming he's happy with it, and then they presented one to you, Atlas. This is a Moreau wine of the 2,574 AET vintage.
The 2,574.
You can make a history
It's
check.
1,000 years old.
A history check if you want to see if you can work out.
That is quite literally 1,000 years old.
Do I get
about
advantage
500.
because it's my family's wine?
You get advantage.
You said 2,500.
2,574, and it's currently the year
Oh, I think it's
3,074.
I thought you said 2074. That's where my maths.
It's a pretty good year. It's definitely notable. Like, you recall it. But you would struggle to maybe pull with a 12 what a fair price in today's market would be. He will inform you that it is currently listed on their menu for 850,000 chits.
Ouch.
It's about 8,500 gold pieces for a bottle of wine.
See, I do not think my family is rich enough considering how much our wine costs.
The problem with the Moreau's vineyards was they're quite small.
Even more so now.
If there's a cheaper drink that the unicorn will like, I might purchase it for it, but
Cyrus,
not
how
that
much was
money.
your wine?
30 gold
30
Yeah.
gold.
for a bottle.
Get me what the Asimar's drinking.
Of course, certainly. So you can you also buy a bottle of radiant blood wine for 30 gold pieces. Durov does have his own money. Shits luckily don't go out of date or anything, so he still has cash. Sunshine has his own
I
cash.
wonder
Fitz
if
has his
that
own
shit
cash.
gathers interest.
No, it doesn't. He didn't have it invested smartly. And Laravel the unicorn is like, no, everything else will have little to no effect on me. It'd probably be a waste of money. I'd rather just have water. Maybe after a
hell
few
were you
visits to
planning on-
bars, we'll save up, and I'll be able to have one of the ambrosia if we ever do find it again.
Ambrosia was 10,000 chits.
Yes.
For how much is that in gold?
100 gold a glass.
A glass.
A glass.
Cyrus, don't
Cyrus
spend
is
that
just-
kind of money.
I'm tempted to try it just because if it. You were surprised that the best was not the most expensive. I'm curious what this thing is if it's that costly. Per
I'm trying to work out if it's Ryan that's coming through or if this is actually Cyrus.
If Sir
When
is
it was-
looking for something quite,
Both.
if Sir is looking for something quite memorable, we do have the most premium item on our menu is the Final Breath. It is a drink distilled from the final drops of essence of a dying star. It is said those who consume it will see the cosmos.
A drug
assuming-
wine.
How much is
I'm
that then?
assuming that will be beyond my budget, but
I
for
think
shits and
Sarah's
giggles, tell me
volunteering
what it
to
is.
try that.
It's 250 gold pieces per shot.
I'm waiting for Ryan.
Hang on a second. It's 200.
25,000 chits a shot. That is
It's-
1,000. That is literally, to give you an idea, a shot is 25 mils. You do the math. 25,000 is like 1,000 of mil.
Cyrus,
It's a wine
you
glass
do
at the
enough
moment.
shots of cheap whiskey, you will see the cosmos.
How many shots would one platinum piece give me?
None.
A
A platinum
What?
piece is 10 gold. So you'd need 25 platinum for one shot.
So wait, the platinum piece would only buy the glass of ambrosia?
A platinum piece wouldn't even buy that. You need 10 platinum pieces.
Holy fuck! I thought I am so much more broke than I thought I was in
Platinum
this
piece
place.
is only 10 gold.
Screw that. No, the horse can drink water.
That is so
Um,
fine
I-
of me.
Yeah, I'll just stick to my bottle.
It's fine, Cyrus. It's a unicorn. You can't piss them off.
I can try.
Oh, you can try.
Next,
I would like to see that. I will actively encourage that.
next goes over to Volker and Barros's table. Whenever he sees you two both sat together, he undoes a little small clasp and he pulls a small curtain, just from both sides. Not to fully obscure you both, but more just to give you a little bit more privacy in the shelter booth. And he kind of stands in the middle of the curtain, and he's like,
The stare intensifies.
he's like, "Hello, gentlemen. Would you like anything to drink at all? Would you like to see a menu or anything you have in mind?" Or
We'd like to see a, we'd like to see a menu. I don't know if your coworker informed you, but I'm looking to maybe sell a pretty pretty expensive bottle of wine to maybe some of your customers. If you could tell me a little bit of information about the customers you're having today, and he will pass 50 gold in a small pouch to the waiter.
Appreciate this greatly, sir. Yes, Velvax did make a mention. You were looking to sell a bottle of Moreau wine. There is a table on the far side who expressed interest in it this evening itself. If you would like, I could always see if they would be interested in purchasing it.
Was it the ghost people?
No. I know who it's gonna be.
No, it was not.
So, that's fine. What to sweeten the deal? I'm looking to send a bottle of wine or alcohol to each table interested in buying. Is there anything you'd recommend? Around about maybe the 100,000 chits a bottle mark.
Yes, we could certainly find something around that region. We have a good few less premium vintages than the one you're offering that I could certainly have sent. There's currently, apart from yourselves, 4 tables in the venue. Would you like me to go inquire first and come back with a count and see if anyone takes the hint, or would you like me to bring a bottle to each table first and then drop a hint and see if that pokes any more interest?
Bring the bottle first.
Certainly. For each table, yes?
For each table, yes.
Perfect. Then he will take the full 400 whatever it was how many, basically it's 100 gold a bottle you're looking at.
Yeah.
Fucking high rollers here.
I'm about to say, bloody hell, you're gonna spend the entire thing
400
before
gold
we get there.
pieces of wine. He nods and goes, of course, and if you wouldn't mind, if you would let me see the bottle, he makes a note of the vintage. He goes like, and just in case any queries do come back about what sort of price are you looking to get for this?
For the right buyer, I could part with it for 1.2 million chits.
Okay. Righty.
But I'm willing to come down for the right price.
Of course, certainly. One table has only just arrived. I will see to them first, and after that, I will carry that out. Drinks for yourselves. Would you like whiskeys? Any rum? Wine yourselves? Vodka?
Whiskey for me, please.
Whiskey, of course, certainly.
A top shelf whiskey.
Top shelf, certainly. We do have our more signature entry level. I'd recommend the Ebon Fire Elixir. It is a lovely red, ember red whiskey, infused with phoenix feather dust. Very soothing.
Oh, that sounds good. And I'll pay for that.
Yep, it's 30 gold for 2 glasses.
Cool.
Alrighty. He will then, as he steps away, he does fully close the curtain on your booth, and he ties a little small bow in the actual curtain itself to stop it from separating, just to give you privacy. He then goes to Days and Ash's table. Good evening, ladies, and he also unclasps the curtain the same as before, kind of pulls it down outside himself. How are you this evening? Having enough time? I'm Nix. I'll be serving you today. What can I get for you? Would you like any menu or anything you have in mind?
Do you have any celestial, like ASMR, wines, I suppose? Wine?
Yes, I have Radiant Blood Wine if you'd like, which is a nice red that we have, nice, not too full-bodied, from Celestial Vineyards. I also do have, quite uniquely, some Platinum Reserve Ambrosia, which is it seems to be favoured by celestial beings, the Golden Nectar, but it is quite expensive. Not to insult you, just to give you a warning.
The Radiant Blood's fine, thank you.
And he makes me note. Like, I'll come back with that shortly. Anything for yourself, ma'am? And Daze is kind of like sitting up. Would you and Daze sit on opposite sides of the booth, or would you sit next to each other?
Not quite beside her.
I think that's up to Diaz, because Diaz was the one leading Astra.
Well, Daze would have sat down first, and then would Astra have sat on the far side of the table, or would she have shuffled on the same side of the booth?
Shuffled a little closer, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're on the same side of the booth. And Daze were like, I think that we can probably just share the wine, right? We've been having drinks all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just share that for now, and then we'll see how we get on. Of course, ladies, certainly. And he steps away and folds up and closes the thing. So that'll be 30 gold, and these will front that.
Oh.
the table of the group of you who obviously he didn't close the privacy screen on because you're clearly not like a
not
couple.
on a
As
date.
far as
Yeah.
he's aware, he's like doing privacy for the couples. He comes back around to you with another bottle of wine that you didn't order. Quite a nice bottle of wine. And he was like, hello there. This is from some gentlemen who are dining with us.
This is where I knew it was going.
They are very interested in
In which one of us?
oh no not like that, Maria. They are looking to make a sale.
Settle down.
Alice looking nervously at like herself, the devilish Asima, the Leonin, and the horse. Like, I am nervous.
They have a lovely, if I do say so myself, probably one of the best vintages of Moreau wine in their possession. It is from the 2125 year. Very, very premium.
But
probably-
Atlas know that would
yeah,
probably
that is like
steal one.
that's like one of the most popular, like best-selling, like worth a lot of money. Very, very premium. They were hoping to make a sale this evening. They are getting every table a lovely bottle of our. This is our Dracozeal wine. It is a beautiful premium bottle. It normally would charge about.
You have someone in this bar who claims to be selling celestial grape wine?
Correct. Yes.
No, that's not right.
Well, they are, and they've as an initial opening up for bidding, they are sending every table a lovely bottle of this Dracozeal wine. It's 100 gold pieces a bottle. If you would like, it is on them to have. They did not say any that you had to buy. They simply to perk your interest, to show that they are not fucking
I
around.
don't
I
have any
suppose.
suppliers on. Who are what?
Let's say we're interested, and we'll
course.
take the wine.
Certainly, he gets some glasses, pours a little bit out for all of you. Exquisite, really, really nice wine, very, very fine. I
Plus
will.
3 to piracy once. It could be one of those.
Maybe it could be whatever it is, how it's crossed their palm is not my business. But if you are interested, I am told that the best price that they'd be willing to part of it is 1.2 million chits.
Cheap.
I will let you think over. I will come back. Simply have a think. And they slip away. They go to the other two tables in the middle, the one with the like ghost around it, and the one with the two dragon one. There are people. Same kind of spiel happens. Okay. And then there's a small little light knock on the edge of the booth where you and Daze are, Astra, which incredibly frustrates Daze because Daze is literally just pushed the hair off your shoulder, is leaning really close to you, I've had a really good night tonight. I think this is
Cock block vile.
and then
Nice.
somebody just Dr. Luck and yeah,
Yes.
and then so sorry to intrude. This is from one of our other patrons. It is a lovely bottle of Dracozeal wine. Normally costs about 100 gold pieces. They're looking for potential buyers who might be interested in purchasing a lovely fine bottle of Maru Celestial wine that they've come across from the 125 year, very premium, starting value of 1.2 million chits. If that's something you'd be interested in. Even if you're not, they're happy to leave the bottle as a gesture of goodwill and just to prove that they're serious. He looks at you.
Asha is wide confused. I feel like she's trying to clock Atlas's face. Just like, the fuck?
If you catch sight of Atlas, she's just kind of staring ahead, doing like rapid maths in her head, trying to work out.
Interested. Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah,
Well,
interested.
here's a couple of glasses. I noticed you're good halfway through the other bottle. We'll let that breathe for now, and I'll come back and see how you're getting on in a moment. I think there's a little bit of interest across the parties here, so there may be a little bit of a bidding, but we will certainly come to an agreement one way or the other. I'll leave you to it. And then he closes the thing, goes back up again. And then Dee just goes like,
Who's done it more? Just
I
trying
don't
to,
know.
like,
I don't know who's saying, do you want to open the curtain back up? We can look around.
yeah, this is a bit odd.
Or we could just leave it closed.
I could. You not curious though?
Not really. I mean, it's expensive, sure, but I don't have that kind of money.
No,
I do
but-
actually. But I'm not gonna spend on that. That seems insane. I could buy a lot more better shit than wine.
No, I already spent too much on a unicorn. But,
And this wine's good. This wine that we have, she like tops the glass back up. This wine's really good.
Maybe open the curtains a little bit, not much, just so we can be a little bit nosy.
Sure, hang on. And she like reaches over and she like puts like a bottle, like the empty bottle she just like finished, like puts it in the way of the curtains, like to catch them, so there's a little crack. And she's like, nah, where were we? And then she like goes back to like turning towards you. Yeah, and then eventually he makes his way back around. He comes back to Volga and Barris's table. Goes like, gentlemen, you'd be happy to know that of all 4 tables this evening, everyone is interested in the sale. I will do a lap here, and I will get a price of the highest that they're willing to spend, and I'll come back to you with those results and let you decide if any of those tickle your fancy.
That would be most appreciated, and that will be an incredible tip if we do succeed in a sale today.
I wish all the best. All okay for drinks? Can you have any more at the time?
We'll get another 2 of these.
The same?
These. Volgir, you're playing this time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of our 30 gold pieces on whiskey is spent. Nyx
That's
will once again do their rounds.
It's wild
Before
As he leaves
to the table, Cyrus is like, so you said that seemed relatively cheap for that vintage. How much do you think that's actually worth?
Shit, I don't have my background thing because it doesn't exist anymore.
If you
Make a
had
history
to
check.
guess.
Make a history check.
Or could I do something with my brewer's supplies?
Yeah, you could make a history check with your brewer's supplies proficiency bonus if you want.
I don't want my brewer's supplies.
Are you proficient in your brewer's supplies?
Yes.
Then you can add a proficiency bonus to your history check if you're not proficient in history already.
Okay. That would be a +5.
17. Barros, what did I say the value was? You probably have written down. I believe it was.
It would be a 20 if it's with my brewer's. I just can't remember what it is.
Just a
I think
flat
it's
mil.
bang on a mil, yeah. Yeah, so you'd know. You would know that when the wine was originally sold, it was sold for a lot less. It was probably sold for about, at the time, going back several generations at this point, it was probably sold for, like, even like your wine's very premium even from the get-go. That's why your family are quite well off.
But we didn't know that it was going to go extinct at that point.
Yes, exactly. So it probably was originally sold for, a couple of 100,000 chits in value. Just with the general rarity and like things of getting older and the price and the scale, you would estimate that wine at 1.2 million, it's a bit overpriced. It's probably it'd probably be closer to around million, maybe a little bit over, just due to like market demand. It wouldn't necessarily be a wasted investment because it would eventually get to that value in time, maybe in the next less than 50 years. It could be worth that easily, if not sooner, entirely depending on the popularity and the growth. The hard bit is finding a buyer. Like, it could be that this person has had this wine in possession for years, and it's just every now and again goes to like a fancy bar to sell it. You don't know.
I will pass that on to Cyrus.
So what, do you think it's worth it? Like, it might help Barros and Volgir out.
You could find a buyer who would probably pay the same, if not more, depending on who the buyer is, if they're good interest.
I mean,
and if the restrooms want you.
if I went
They're all
back
about-
through my dad, he could definitely find us someone who could pay more for it. But, that involves going all the way back home or sending messages back home. And
Oh no, that would mean we'd have to go to Squall instead of going to
I mean, we're
kill
heading
him.
in that
Maybe
direction anyway.
yeah, we could make a pit stop at Squall, sure.
Stop putting it off.
I'm just saying we could help Barros and Volgir's venture. They've made us a lot of money. They've kept us all fed, and maybe we
I
can.
want to look at the actual bottle though and make sure that everything looks right. Because, I mean, sometimes we do have people trying to pretend that like selling off a different wine and claiming that it's ours, and we don't sell a lot of it nowadays. So either this is a really old bottle or it's a fake, because nowadays we basically
wonder-
only sell them when we're desperate for cash. I mean, it's rare stuff. You can't
I
grow
wonder
it
if the
anymore.
waiter would permit us to view the bottle to like prove it's real.
Maybe. Just no. Something in the back of my head feels weird about it.
Next, will drop back by and I'll be like, do you like to place a bid at all? Taking the highest bid you're happy to part with, and then I will pass it on to our seller. Obviously, there's a few other tables, there's about 3 other tables interested this evening in this item. Just to let you know the general interest.
Would
So,
it be possible for me to view the bottle to prove its legitimacy?
I would have to go speak to the seller about that, but that could be something we could arrange. Generally, in these kind of affairs, normally a bid would be submitted. If it was then the accepted bid, we could organize a viewing of something of that nature to ensure the item is correct before any transfer of funds or items.
Okay.
So before the purchase is made final, you'll be able to see and validate it. That way, you're not committing to anything, but just we only want to make sure that the people who are potentially buying it for definite would be viewing.
No, but it's not that.
I mean, it can only benefit you to prove its legitimacy as well, right?
No.
I'm not selling the item, ma'am. I'm simply enforcing just general what we've done in the past. I need to speak to the seller. The seller might be more than happy to show it to everybody. But in that case, I find it strange they wouldn't have simply announced it to the whole venue.
Atlas will reach and show off her Moreau signet ring and be like, I'm very good at telling my wine when I see it.
Of course, ma'am. I'm sure you are. So that makes a note. I will certainly pass on to the buyer you'd like to review before placing a bid and see if they will consider that before they take any other party's bids. However, if someone else bids on it without wanting to see it, they may simply choose to go for that party instead. I'm sure you understand. I don't just to ensure you do not have a chance of missing out. I can't control their decision. It is not my decision to make. I simply pass.
His body doesn't show it.
Where the hell did Barros and
Yeah.
Volgir
Don't
go
know.
anyway?
They went into a curtain, and
They're
When-
totally
so
selling
did Diaz
drugs
and
in there.
Astra. So either that, or we've got 2 couples that we're not aware of. Maybe they're more than just business partners.
Not the pairing I expected. Although I guess it does
Yeah.
kind of make sense.
They're actively referring
mean-
to each other as Bulgir. They've given themselves a ship name already.
I mean, Beryl said he wanted to marry me at one stage, so we know he swings all ways. Volgir's the one that surprised
Yeah,
me,
that is
although he has
surprising.
had a bad
Maybe he's sworn
history
off
with women.
Maybe he's sworn
Yeah.
off women. Are we the
He'll only ever
only single
love one
people
woman.
left on this ship?
Hey, I'm right here.
It's just us.
Me also.
It's just us, Sunshine, a kobold, and a horse.
Oh, they're almost like I'm also literally like here, man. What the fuck? I mean,
Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot you were here, to be honest.
there's literally 6 of us at this table, and I guess none of us are seeing anyone. Are we a singles table?
Look, you just got here, and I know the horse did too, but the horse is a horse, so...
You don't value me as much as a horse.
No, just it's
I'm not
very
a
hard
horse,
to
I'm a
not
unicorn.
notice a horse.
I mean, the unicorn might have a partner on Caleb that we're not aware of.
If I do,
not that
it was
that's
some time
important.
ago. But I, as far as I'm aware, I'm
The
single.
unicorn apparently has an ex-husband.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Horses get married?
yeah, apparently so.
Yes. I'm again not a horse.
Is
Unicorn.
horse marriage like regular marriage?
It is done in the eyes of the celestial beings. I would say, as much as anyone.
Is horse marriage like regular marriage?
When you
Cause
say you
did
used to
not
have a
think you were going
husband.
to say before you started playing D&D.
When you say you used to have a husband, did he die or get eaten,
She
or
stabbed him.
She's not. Just nods to Atlas.
Just
right?
going back to our
Um,
table for a sec. As
let's-
Morg is sipping a drink.
Don't piss her off.
What about
As-
horse
as Vol-
divorce? Do you have to get like a lawyer and everything?
Normally we just stab
Jesus.
each other. Volgir,
I
what are you
guess that
saying?
gets the point across.
I was just
Yes,
saying,
she
as,
won the divorce then.
as Volg is drinking his whiskey, he goes, "Did that waiter say all 4 tables?"
Yeah, I paid for 4 bottles of wine.
But we're not the only ones in here from our group.
Then they all sat on one table, right? Like that means at least three serious bidders.
But it also means that they're interested in buying the bottle.
No,
I'm gonna make a. All right, how about we make a
they're
bit
not
of?
going to buy the wine. Like Atlas is the heir to the Moreau. She can get the wine anywhere.
I
She can just go
know.
home and get the wine.
She'll
What if
probably
we
get it for
place-
free as well.
Actually, her dad, I believe her dad said it was the last bottle.
Mm.
Then they're not silly enough. They're not going to buy the wine.
Maybe we
No.
should place a bid of like a million. They said 1.2 was. Is that their starting price, or is that their like?
Well, they're
That is the
hoping-
price
yeah.
that they said they'd be the lowest they'd be happy to part with, but I could certainly bring a million. If no one else is interested, they might be happy to go for that.
Do you want to put down a million?
Even 1.1, I'm pretty sure I could find someone for.
Okay. Well, 1.1.
1.1 million shit, certainly. I'll make a note and I'll pass it on. You go host the other two tables.
I can see how this is gonna end now. I can already see it. Unless Harry makes a really good roll.
Well, I rolled for interest 2 17s for the other two tables.
Oh, okay.
But I'm now rolling for
This
their.
is just RP.
I'm now rolling
Their
for their
bids.
knowledge of like the value of market value and stuff. I can keep those myself. So I've got one.
That can go one of two ways. It can either be they roll really badly and they overestimate or they underestimate, or they roll really well and just kind of know exactly what it should be.
Eventually, a small little wrap on the side of your booth again, Astra. Z is like pulls herself back from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to
Nyx
think it's
opens the
every
curtain.
single time they start to get close, it's like, bam.
Or they're like every single time they're.
I'm just
Or every
wondering
single
what
time they're getting slightly closer, and then there's always the interrupt.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what Daisy is going to do when she finds out this is all because Barros and Volga are trying to sell. She could have had this ready, but we've like cockblocked constantly for the entire
They'll
night.
never find out.
never
We will come in
know.
like, ladies, I'm just going to get the highest bid for the Moreau wine. If you have any interest in making a bid, these will just look to you.
Well, maybe leave it. I'm sure other people probably can afford more than we can.
Of course, certainly. Well, please enjoy the night. All good for the wine?
Yeah, we're all good. Thank you.
Yeah, we're fine. We're probably gonna have too much if we have to do more. Yeah, thanks. Don't disturb us again, please.
Close the curtain. Close the curtain.
Just curious about what the fuck's about to go down.
These are like look and be like, are you still like really invested in what's going on out there, or?
Yeah, something's not adding up.
She wants you to be invested in her.
Jill, close the curtain.
Close the curtain. Baros and Volgir, next returns. I have had a few offers from a few interested buyers. Unfortunately, none of them were willing to meet your lowest anticipated offer. I believe they believed it also be more like a starting point. I did get the lowest bid offered was 900,000, and then I got 2 bids for 1.1 million chits.
2 bids for 1.1 million.
Indeed, I could probably pit them against each other, maybe work them up to the 1.2. See if anyone's willing to go higher. But you do have, at least it would be, if you're happy to take it, I could at least sell it to one of them. But we may as well, I suppose, see if anyone would like to go any higher than the other. That is your call.
Volgar, what do you think?
1.1 is good. It'd be nice. It's worth asking the question.
Of course, I can quickly go around and check if you'd like.
That would be favorable, and of course, send another bottle of wine to each of those tables. See if we can sweeten the deal even more.
Certainly, yes. The same?
The same.
200 gold
He's
pieces
spending the
from Barros.
100,000 he's trying to get anyway.
200 gold pieces from Barros. On the wine.
Well, we spent 600,000 now.
Yeah.
On a 1.2 million.
But end up breaking even.
Yeah.
Or not breaking even at all if Cyrus ends up buying it.
Hey, you're getting a free drink out of it, you cheapskate.
I know. I love it.
We've just made Astra's and Diz's night even that much better as well.
Yeah. Next, we'll come back to your table. Just so you know, your bid was matched. Would you like to raise it at all, or are you happy sticking where you are?
Hey, Beros was trying to sell that Kenku artifact. I wonder if you'd be willing to, like, chuck it in. It's gonna be easier to sell wine than some artifact, right? And if they've ended up with a Moreau wine, they might be interested in that kind of thing.
So what? Match our bid, keep the bid the same, but throw in the idol
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, like, I don't see him, but I'd be fine with that, right?
Yeah, I mean he's trying to sell it anyway. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
gentleman also bought you another bottle of wine. He brings it up on the table, tops him with glasses, just to show he's very appreciative of the bid in the first place.
So we'll raise 1.1 and a valuable Kenku idol if the buyer wishes to have it appraised as well, though we have it on good record that it is worth quite a lot.
Of course. Could you give me that in monetary terms?
Have to
How much
speak
did
to
he
our
say it
friend,
was?
and we.
I could tell them that you would have to speak, but obviously the monetary value may be a defining factor. If they will take you time to do as well.
No idea what table he sat at anymore. Atlas will message on her holostrap.
Yeah.
Beros, how expensive was that artifact meant to be? We might have a good deal for it.
Oh, you found the buyer. Like 150,000 chits.
So what's that? 1.115?
1.25.
1.25. Yeah, let's say 1.25.
So I'll say 1.25, but the 1,500
is in the form of an idol.
Yeah, but yes, of course we can. I'll pass it on and see if they are interested in that. Thank you very much. Enjoy the wine. He goes away, comes back. After speaking to the middle table, Diaz and Astra both have no idea what's going on anymore because the curtain is closed. And who knows what's happening behind it?
There's a secret conversation going on in the background.
Starbear's just telling me her premonitions.
I had an idea as soon as he said that. As soon as I saw exactly the way this was going to go.
Gentlemen?
As soon as he said a new table just walked in.
Gentlemen, there is a 2 raises from from 2 buyers who've been looking to stay. The 900,000. Obviously, I went to them as well to see if they were interested. They had no interest on raising any more. The other 2 I gave a bottle of wine to, smoothed a little bit. I managed to get both of them to raise their bid. One of them has outbid the other by 50,000 chits. However, the raise they've offered is that of an artifact that they have in their possession that they're happy to sell. The other one has gone for a flat, your expected buying price of 1.2 million chits.
And what do pray? What is this artifact?
The artifact is a Kenku artifact of some kind. They said you may need to get it appraised to ensure its value, but that is the estimated value they gave us.
Volgi's head will snap the Beros.
Can I make an investigation check to just see if I snap as to?
You can make an insight check. I think that's probably
Okay.
it's about your your wits about you. You know, like.
I would have
You've literally got asked 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
How much is that idol worth?
Beros,
I don't know if
it's whatever you think as a player, Beros would know.
Okay. Volgar, are you making also that same check?
Why is it insight?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it that. Volgar's head will probably snap straight to your thing. Straight to you and just like a bit of a wide eye, kind of like, So for reference, that was a nat 20 roll with a +2.
The Volgar, very much you can put 2 and 2 together.
He's also got a 9. He's got a high intelligence, 15 on
Well,
intelligence.
here
so I
you
put
also
it-
worked out you just sent your friendly allies about 300 gold pieces in wine.
yeah.
At,
So I'll
at
just-
least 200 gold pieces, because like that's what the
I'll,
table you
I'll
sent
look
your
at the
boss to.
waiter. I'll look at the waiter. Can you give us 5 minutes to deliberate and
Of course,
we'll
certainly.
be
gentlemen.
back?
Just if you need anything, ring a bell or make a wave.
Will do.
Very well.
As soon as he leaves the room. For fuck's sake, it's fucking Astra.
It's not Astra, it's Atlas.
Alice.
Wait, what do you mean?
Kenku. Idle. She just asked you how much it was worth. And that's the exact increase that the bid's just gone up.
Oh, I've sent them like 2 bottles of wine. Fuck!
We may be drinking
I
to
know.
excess, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're definitely drinking the exit.
So, knowing that,
They're 10,000
Definitely
chits a
let's-
bottle.
I know, definitely knowing that though, we definitely need to take the money because we need to recoup some of that. You've spent 600,000 chits on wine.
Is it 600,000 or 60,000?
No, 600,000.
Is it not?
It was 100.
It's 100.
It was 100 GP a bottle, and
100
you
gold.
bought 6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
so that's 60,000 chits.
60,000.
60.
Is it 6,000
Oh.
chits? 6,000, isn't it? 100 by 6 by 10. 6,000.
It's by 100, isn't it?
It's for gold, is it not 100?
Oh, it is 100.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's 60,000.
So it's 60,000.
Oh, right.
It's not-
I
it's not-
thought you
it's
said
not as
chits and then
expensive
converted
as-
back. I didn't think you were going the other way around.
No, so it's not as.
I couldn't have been.
But
Was
also
I the only one?
10,000 chits.
Am I the only one that heard 600,000?
You've spent 30,000 on your friends.
But we only have
10,000
assumed
a
20,000.
bottle, 100 gold pieces a bottle. That's because it's because that
okay.
was basing off because the other one was 30 gold pieces, so he bumped it up to 100 gold pieces.
Right. Okay, that's better. I got confused there.
It wasn't that
I
insane.
no, I
He's
thought
still
there was
making a little-
100,000. That's fine.
Even with that, he still makes a good profit on the over what
Yeah.
the bottle's worth raw price.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we definitely need to take that 1.2 because
We'll take the flat 1.2.
yeah,
Yep,
we
so-
want the money.
You get it next no 1.2. Next will nod. The gentlemen they have requested to view the bottle if that is okay. Would you like to go over yourselves and handle this, or would you like me to bring it over for you?
Bring them here.
Bring them over here and bring over another bottle of wine.
Of course, certainly. He goes over, goes away and comes back.
I'll take a whiskey. I'm not mixing.
Certainly. Yeah, he brings another bottle of wine for another 100 gold pieces. He then brings back
I'll
the
get this round.
Individuals who have the swirling mist around them back
Oh,
to the
the
table.
evil guys.
You see there is a female Asimar, striking figure, ashen grey skin, golden war paint, faintly glowing white eyes. She has like at the ends of her like fingertips and stuff, like the skin begins to turn almost like blackened. And she wears these beautiful flowing white and gold robes. The other one with her is as you see him, he has a deep, like very swarthy complexion, with bright emerald eyes that have slits like a cat's eyes. They have golden rings all over their fingers, and their forked tongue, which you see when they speak, is pierced as well. He wears long black robes, and Volker, you speak Draconic, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The robes are embroidered along the collar and cuffs with threats in Draconic, and they say things like, "These hands have killed more people than you can count," and things like that, like very weird things to have on your clothing.
I'ma fuck you up, fam.
And they both sit down and go like, "Yes, we would love to see this bottle of yours that you have so happily presented here. I am a Vizier, and this is my accomplice, Lady Sefra Versum."
I am Barry Lightshoe, and this is my right hand man, Vulgir. We're happy to bring out the bottle, and I'll put the bottle onto the table. An excellent year.
Looks beautiful. He like has a little, he doesn't touch it. He just looks at outside. He like checks the foil, checks the cork. Seems untouched. I'm very happy to proceed with this trade if you are.
I am more than happy to.
Certainly. He just swipes his serpentine hollow strap, and yours flashes up with a confirmation for a transfer of 1.2 million jits.
Accept it.
He will take the bottle.
We've
He
also
casts a
got you
spell.
another bottle of wine.
Oh, most wonderful. He casts a spell, and like literally, you see next to his hand a small little portal appears, and he just puts the bottle in the portal, and then he closes his hand, and it just disappears. Wrist pocket, which is a like magician's nifty little spell. Please celebrate your successful sale. Me and my accomplice, we have had more than enough to drink. It is a pleasure doing business, and hopefully we'll see you around here soon. Very like you.
Hopefully too.
Gets up,
Have a wonderful evening.
turns, begins to walk away from you, looks back. You remind me of someone. Oh, no, it couldn't be. Just a familiar face, perhaps.
It is said that those satyrs often have very similar facial features.
Like to make a history check, Barros.
Oh, not great at history.
This is
And your past comes back to haunt you.
definitely it's come back to haunt him.
5. No, nothing. Nothing too memorable rises to the surface.
You should see my cousins. We all look the same. It's really hard to tell each other apart. Really makes it hard during orgies.
He laughs. Well, then I wish you all the best, regardless.
Give them a little head nod. Take the bottle of wine. And then with that, I'll take my leave. I'll take my leave from the booth. Walk over to the group and be like, "We've been sent like 2 bottles of wine. Apparently, someone wants to sell. We were selling a Moreau bottle of wine. Really, really bizarre."
No,
Barros, when
yeah.
you get there, you realize that Astra and these are not people.
We got sent
where's-
the same stuff. That's what I was talking about, the Kenku thing, because
We
I
thought it
know,
might be a good investment for you guys.
I know I could have got
Alright.
more from it with connections, but I think we got outbid.
It happens, especially in a place like this. But yeah, I mean, we've had enough. So if you want to take the wine, we don't want to mix too much. Where's Astor and Days?
Cyrus
They're
takes the
smooching
bottle.
in a booth.
Oh, better not disturb them then.
I'm gonna get another whiskey. Are you finished up, Barros, or are you going to stick around for a bit?
Atlas has reached the swigging fancy wine from the bottle stage.
Three.
I've
Three.
had about 7 cups of coffee.
Let me pour it. Don't just swig it from the bottle.
I'm going
This is
to
like our
head back to
sixth
the.
bottle.
I'm going to head back soon.
We're fine. I
but
don't
I'll
know.
give us-
germs.
If you give us 5 minutes, I'll come join you.
All right.
And he'll start quick sipping his whiskey.
Alice
then-
will lean across the table and be like, Volgair.
Yeah.
You and Barrel's fucking?
I
Olga
wish.
visibly shudders.
Oh, he definitely got touched somewhere.
Listen. We went over to a different booth.
Something was a little like
We went
chapel.
over to a different booth because apparently there's been some complaints when we do trades in front of everyone.
I think that's mainly Astra complains about that, and she's like off with theirs, so you're
He's off
probably fine.
smooching, you're fine. You missed
Sadly,
out
we
on the
didn't
wine.
get to.
I'm just
Sadly, we
glad
didn't
we're
get-
not
Hey, we
right
got
back
one.
for whatever he was doing.
You just left us
we
to
got-
hang out with, like, these guys and a horse.
I'm not a horse. I'm a unicorn.
Well, we managed to-
You're mostly a horse. The only unicorn bit is the horn. The rest is all horse.
This horse.
Well, we
has
managed to
killed
sell
many
our
people.
cargo.
Mm.
Thought you said she only stabbed her husband.
Maybe she
No.
bludgeons with it.
I never said that I've ever killed anyone but my husband. I never said that was the only person I'd killed.
Said
I
you'd
don't know,
only
I'm just
speared one
repeating what I'd
person.
heard.
Well,
Why?
Well, we've had a
Unicorns
pretty
lie?
productive.
Is there a difference
don't
between
know.
spearing and killing? What's the technicality there?
What if you like shiv? Like it's like a gouging motion.
I believe that would still be a stab.
I've drunk far too much coffee for this conversation.
I know
Let's-
horses
let's go
can
back to the
lie,
shit.
but
Well,
I
we've
wasn't
had an
sure on
eventful day.
unicorns.
Oh, before we go,
Horses are
does
fucking
anybody want
liars.
a drink? I've saved quite a lot of chits from drinking that wine.
That's okay. This is my third bottle of wine, and honestly, I am nervous that when I stand up, I'm gonna throw up. So
Technically, this will be the fourth because we bought our own wines, and then we
I
got.
think we should head
Does the unicorn drink? I see that they're
At
drinking
third.
water.
I
Is it
see
like-
I
they
was
wanted-
hoping to
they
get
wanted
the
rich people
celestial
wine.
ambrosia. However, it seems that is too expensive, so I've opted for
Expensive.
water
How,
instead.
how much is it?
It is 100 gold pieces of glass.
Oh, I'll get you that. That wine that we
nice.
got was about 100 gold, so I'll get you one of those.
I would love one. Thank
I
you.
was-
Girls, you don't
Sure,
need to buy
I'll-
the fancy horse wine.
Listen, if the horse is going to stick around, because it probably will, because Astrid's got a new fixation, then I at least want to be like, on friendly terms.
Especially if it has
Can we have
healing.
a conversation about the girls adopting weird animals onto the ship?
You never
No,
bought
because
Terra wine.
you're technically a weird animal.
But after hearing this conversation,
I'm a people.
You never bought Terra
I will let
anything.
Astra decide how much after D's 3 cocktails and a bottle of wine, and Astra after however much he drunk in that first restaurant and a second bottle of wine deep are paying attention outside that booth.
okay, roll con.
I'll let
See what
Astra
happens.
decide how much attention she's paying or how distracted she's being.
Or how distracted Diaz is.
Yeah.
Distracting Diaz is, I should
That's
say.
a 19. I feel like if she hears her name,
We lost you.
Lost you.
You forgot to press talk, love.
I feel like if she hears her name too many times in conjunction, she'd be like,
It's like they're literally like a hair's breadth from kissing, and Astra's hears her name.
Astra's like horizontal, like on the booth seat. D's is like over her, like about to start making out, and then it's like shoots up, like oh fuck, what? Like over her shoulder. Like they're talking about me. It's like oh.
We're not keeping the horse anyway. We're dropping them off at Calum.
I think that's up to the horse, really.
Cyrus just takes the bottle off of Atlas and just takes a huge swig.
she'll probably turn up, but she'll say to Days, like, we can continue this later if you want.
Yeah. My room.
Okay.
She gives you a
Astra,
little,
go.
like little kiss in the cheek, and then like shuffles with you out the booth.
She'll turn up and she was like, why did I hear my name a lot?
You're buying weird shit, and we're taking it to places I don't want to go.
Is anyone else really concerned with
Astra,
Cyrus
make me
drinks
an
too
insight
much?
check.
Oof, that's 11.
Luckily, she telegraphs it pretty obviously. Days is about to punch Cyrus in the mouth. Like you see, she like takes a stance. I'm like about like just like go bam. But you like see it before it happens. You're gonna stop her, or you can just let her punch you in the face.
Just let it happen.
He's not worth it.
She like and then like lowers her arm.
Worth it.
She like takes your
He's not
hand,
worth-
maybe like you grab her hand, and she like holds your hand, like both her hands, and she's like really wringing your hand a little bit, like.
Cyrus, I've healed you multiple times, kept you alive. We're going.
Oh, so now it's a barter system as to whether or not we heal our companions.
No,
Got it.
no.
Can I get in on that? Because I've healed a lot of you a lot of times.
You've also stabbed one of us.
Yeah.
You stabbed me.
I've healed you more than I've stabbed you.
How much has he had to drink? Like
You're threatening,
5.
like, throwing ice at me every other day of the ship.
In my defense,
Even the throwing ice on the ship is a bad idea.
in my
So,
Oh dear, we're
defense,
going to get out of here.
I paid the
think so,
kobolds to
yeah,
throw
let's
ice
go.
at you, which I think does not count as me throwing ice at you.
Volgir and Veros will stand up.
No, they threw ice cubes at
let's
me.
go-
You're
let's
talking
walk
about
by.
firing
Yeah.
more ice at me. Magical ice.
I've never fired magic ice at you. Sometimes I fired
You've
at enemies
thought about
near
it.
you, but
You've thought about it. I know you have.
yeah, and you've thought about killing me a lot, I'm sure.
No. The odd time, but that's just when you're like being so Atlas.
That's just my name.
Cyrus, you pinky promised me.
When?
And he
I'm
promised
pretty sure you
what?
did.
I don't know.
Not to
Let
murder
me
me?
go.
Aster, I think he's drunk. Cyrus, we're going.
Fine. You don't even like this bar anyway. Cyrus stumbles out of his chair.
You're gonna
Sunshine,
hit
can
me,
you
but
carry him?
I can walk on my own. Thank you.
Sunshine will still.
Astral cast lesser restoration on.
Get off. No, you're so soft. How are you so firm but so soft?
Please stop feeling my biceps.
No, it's your fur. Shut up. Sorry.
Cyrus is now sober.
Cyrus, you instantly
Oh,
remain
no.
sober.
And you instantly get the hangover.
Fuck.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't sober me.
No, you don't curse at me, so let's go.
Come on, pretty devil, let's go.
Yeah, whatever.
Sunshine's still trying to help Cyrus, like, walk. Like, he doesn't realize he's sober. And eventually you will make your way.
Atlas will look at the unicorn and be like, "Can I ride on your back to the ship, or did I call you a horse too many times?"
Make me a persuasion check.
"19.
Hop on. I'm on. Trust along with you. On this back. We'll make your way back to the ship.
Did not
Please
think
explain to me
about
what it
how
is
much a
with you and
horse's back
animals.
would sway before I got on.
If you annoyed me too much, I was simply going to rear up and kick you off.
That's okay. If I annoy Talbot too much, he'd bite me sometimes. But I
I
didn't tell
also
the others
can
about
bite.
that. Yeah, but he had better teeth than you. He was better than you in every way.
I don't know who this is.
Not to everyone else, but to me, you know? Because it was easy for you, but not for me, for him.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Talbot would.
The horse steps comes along, which you will be back to the ship. Eventually, you will arrive back at the Chimera, or slinking back to your various rooms or wherever they may be, or other people's rooms if you so choose to go to them. The horse returns. The unicorn returns to the
It's a horse
the
now.
hold. Iz goes and crawls into a vent somewhere. Sunshine like
Filled
sprawls
with
out on the
caffeine
sofa.
shakes.
Durl like goes and like sleeps like one of the spare beds because obviously there's a spare room now that Slink has left. And takes one of those. Diaz and Astra get up to whatever the fuck Diaz and Astra get up to.
The caffeine high and resulting caffeine low is going to be real rough on that kobold.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a good time. He was very productive for like an hour, and then like he probably was falling asleep at the table like with you guys, like he's like completely unconscious, like, and you'd like carry him back, but he's very
Why did I
light
feel
and
like
easy to
Sunshine
carry.
had him on one shoulder?
Yeah.
I was trying to hold Cyrus up with the other.
Yeah.
Cyrus just gets to his bed and just collapses into it.
Yeah, you all
Hello,
rest.
over the head.
It sounds like all of you are a semblance of mix of sobriety that you're able to ensure that no one gets into too much mischief. So carousing does not need to occur. You've not drunk.
I was aiming for mischief, but fucking Astra knocked me out of it.
You were being a dick to her. You deserved it.
Cyrus is usually a dick. This is not
It's
new.
another level. She didn't like it.
I feel
He's
like
drunk.
I feel like Atlas was aiming for carousing, but every time she tries to go off and do mischief, she's just on top of a unicorn. It's
Yeah.
like, damn it.
Being dragged away from all these fun opportunities you see presented for yourself. The unicorn being a very good lawful creature stops you from making horrible mistakes.
Elba always let me make horrible mistakes.
You will regret that in the morning. Like says you as you like resolutely reach towards something that goes past. But yeah,
If we're all disappearing off and Barros is around, Volga will just kind of look at him and just see if he's innocent. We're going to accept if he's free. Just to see
He'll be
out of earshot.
Yeah, like he'll be in his room now that he's like it's not
I'm
occupied by a dragon.
Oh yeah, true. I'll knock on.
It is probably still covered in blood, though.
You think that bothers Barros?
Ugh.
Yeah.
It probably is part of the ship repairs and stuff. You probably had someone on board like give it clean and stuff. Yeah, it's not unbelievable to think.
Yeah. So that was pretty successful and pretty close to.
That could have been a disaster, yes, but we managed to make the deal. Although that UNT maybe recognized me, like I don't know, it was pretty weird. I'm using a fake name, so maybe that threw him off enough.
Yeah, hopefully.
But again, being a pirate for 10 years, I make a lot of enemies. Probably a good thing.
Yes. So
my entire crew mutinied. It could have been the next crewmate for all I know.
Yeah, true. Well, 1.2 million is a good amount.
Yeah, I'll put it in the trade pot folder. And we can just.
Now we got a pretty hefty trade pot now. I think we need to stock up.
He'll look at his like little watch. 2.2 million in the trade pot. Not
What?
bad. We got 2.2 million.
Why the fuck?
We
1.2.
We're up to 1.2 from the trades.
Yeah. So.
And then we sold that wine for 1.2, so technically we're up to like 2.4.
Yes. Yes. That is good. Yeah, well, we're doing
Right,
well.
We'll find something to invest it in. To be fair, I could probably do with a new set of armor.
Same. We could get something sorted. But I think we all do a shopping trip, maybe.
Yeah, we can look
I think
at
some of the other people need some stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna head to bed.
Yep,
And
you'll rest.
I'll just go rest.
Nice. Hey, you'll get a little snooze in and awake the following morning after a long rest, all recovered and recuperated. And with that,
I smells lots.
wine sold and whatever else happened is where we're going to stop for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.